We are live.
Very cool.
Alive?
DJ Josh Motion. Good to see you, man.
Good
Thanks
to see you
for
too.
coming down.
Thank you for having me.
At any time. I know we were playing phone tag for a bit, trying to get you scheduling and stuff, but I'm glad you're here now.
I'm glad I came.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, me too. I know. This is just to have another fellow ex-musician here.
You still
Yeah.
doing DJing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're still doing it?
No, I'm still doing it. I just have
Hell
to
yeah.
try to restart the show, I guess, or whatnot. I mean, I play privately for myself at home, and I've had friends over, so I still do that. But
Okay.
I'm in the process of trying to restart, doing either a mix, like weekly or beyond that, or
Oh, shit.
doing live, maybe like
I
a
was
live
gonna-
show on Twitch or something.
I was just going to ask if you would do just a live stream of you mixing, dude, because there is a whole category on Twitch.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I got it a little while back. I just haven't fully set up the studio and got everything working the way I need it to work.
Okay.
So it's just taking the time to actually do it versus, I guess thinking about doing it and not getting to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always a procrastination aspect. Like, I want to do it, but I just, maybe I won't. But Twitch and YouTube, man, that'd be sick to stream on.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure with YouTube though for rights, like copyrights is the question. With
Ye-
Twitch, I think.
YouTube, you can't. You'd have to forfeit all
Like
monetization, yeah, for that episode, but like you'd get your watch time. But if you do them on Twitch, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
think
really?
I've been told.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's live, and then I think
Yeah.
they take it down after a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
or-
I think they just got different guidelines and rules. Yeah, so
I didn't even think of that.
Plus, there's like Mixcloud. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the website.
no.
Okay, so it's an online website where you could load mixes that you've previously recorded.
All
But
right.
they have a pro mode where you can pay a monthly fee in order to do a live show, and they pay royalties to any of the artists that you're playing or whatnot. So you have rights to play anything versus the concern of getting in trouble for playing something that
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
you're not allowed to play with rights to or whatnot.
Damn.
That's actually pretty
Mixcloud?
Yeah, Mixcloud.com. It's been out for a while, and then they have their sister company, SoundCloud.com.
Okay, so I'm familiar with
Heard of
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud?
I'm familiar with
Yeah, there you go.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, they're the bigger company of the two or whatnot. But Mixcloud is a site for DJs that can post a mix after you previously recorded it or whatnot, and or with a paid subscription you could do live sets or whatnot.
Okay. What?
Versus Twitch is kind of cool, I think, because I don't think they charge you for that. And then with enough views, you can actually get monetization from it. Or
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the prerequisites to becoming an affiliate are a lot easier now.
Okay.
It's so
On Twitch?
yeah, for Twitch, but it's just you get in chatters, but I think with that category, especially if you got a cool background or like the room set up with some nice lights or
Yeah.
you got a smoke machine going, like
Oh, shit. get
you could
smoke
have a
machine
hell
going?
of a
Yeah.
show. Yeah. I mean,
Do like a Friday night like set where it's like at midnight you're just jamming
Yeah.
out for like an hour. dude.
yeah. No, that'd be fun.
People are just driving around or
What kind of music do you play?
Mainly into trance, but
Okay.
all types of electronic music. So house music and techno, drum and bass, breaks.
I love drum and bass.
What's
I see
break?
some of your stuff. You post some clips of it. I'm like, God, it brings me back every
Drum
time.
and bass?
Yeah,
I
it
do
brings
like
me
drum and
back.
bass.
I'm like, I love that stuff.
I actually go by a different alias for that. My middle name is Wayne, so I
Yeah.
go by Josh Wayne for my DJ alias, I guess, and then Josh Motion for trance and house and other types
Okay.
of electronic music or whatever. But
What would you do for like a Twitch name? Would you do like a generic name and just host both?
Or would you stick with
Could.
one of your
probably would just stick with one of the ones that I have. Not that I've, at the point of now, been able to, I guess, accomplish anything at a professional level, but for fun,
yeah,
it's been, and I'm somewhat known for that, I guess. So might as well
for
work off any people that have watched you and enjoyed
Yeah.
things you've
Yeah.
done or whatnot in the past.
So do you already have a Twitch channel created?
I do, actually.
Shout it out. Is it Josh Motion?
I think it is.
Okay,
Or
look it
DJ
up.
Josh Motion. I'll have to look that up. and
All right.
I
get
can
that
look you up.
figured out.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah, I'll
find
throw
you.
you a follow. Yeah.
Not that I posted anything yet, and I got to
Hey.
get around to it.
But when you start those live shows,
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I'm telling you, dude, I love that
be
stuff.
be a house party.
Yep. You just be
Would
chilling
you-
like midnight, dude, like
Yeah.
drinking, just throw it on, dude.
Yeah,
just
that'd
be
be
jamming,
fun.
having in the background.
Sure.
You look over and you see him just having a great time. Like, I don't know, that's a sick. I feel like no one does that anymore.
Yeah, it's cool. That's because I've never really like went into that category at Twitch, but I've definitely seen it because there's obviously like a lot of like lesser known people and just regular streamers that are spinning. But Lil Jon used to be on Twitch.
All right.
T-Pain is on Twitch.
Really?
T-Pain's a popular streamer,
Really?
but he does a lot of gaming now, but Lil Jon used to run music sets on Twitch.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
The
So
one
that's why I
thing
think there's definitely potential.
I also miss those like radio shows, like on FM radio. I had a show at 107.7 WFCS at UConn's radio station. Oh, not,
Yeah.
excuse me, not UConn. Central,
Central.
CCSU. Yeah.
Oh, you had a show at Central?
Yeah, for almost 3 years.
I helped James out with we had a hip hop show for Middlesex. What the hell was this called? 88.1. But what was that college? Wesleyan.
Wesleyan?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was jobless, so I'd go with him at night because we had we started the show at like 11. And we had an hour or two?
2 hours.
2 hour show.
That's awesome.
So it was called the non-stop hip hop spot.
I like that.
Yeah.
Non-stop hip-hop spot.
Yeah.
What was yours at Central?
It was a 2-hour show on Wednesday night from midnight to 2 in the morning. And it was called the Electronic Jukebox Radio Show with Josh Motion.
Can you find that?
Probably not.
Oh,
The
dude.
sad part, though, was at the station at the time, they had it broadcasting on FM radio,
Yeah.
but they didn't have a computer set up which they could, or streaming it online as well. It was just FM radio. And eventually they did add ability to record it to CD and or to stream it online.
Mm.
But what had happened was they no longer allowed community volunteers to have a show there because
Only
of,
students?
yes,
Of course.
because there was an issue with one of the DJs. If you were not a student of the school, you were required to not adhere. You would have to give up the slots to who did actually go to the school.
Okay.
And one of the volunteers kept on trying to get a slot that wasn't allowed to be because a student wanted the slot. And then new administration decided that unless you were a student to Central, you couldn't do a show anymore. And I'm like, I'm not going to go to college just to have a
No.
radio show or whatnot.
No,
But
that's so cool why you had it.
it was fun.
One of my buddies at work had a show. He went to Central. He had a Friday night show.
Uh-huh.
And it was from like midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning. It was the same kind of music. Because I remember one night,
Trance?
I remember driving. I think it might have even been you. We went to like Hartford one night, and I found it by accident, and it was just like a mix of music. It was like trance and techno and shit, and it was dope.
Why does
And
that almost sound familiar? I feel like this was back when you had your black Cadillac.
it was a black Cadillac.
All right, so fuck.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how long ago it
shit, I
was.
remember
I'm like, dude,
that.
what? It's like 88 point. What was the Central channel?
107.7 FM.
107 point. It might have been 107.7. I think I'm getting the AM channels mixed up. It might have been 107.7.
Yeah. And now the beauty of it is that fuck the college studio. You can do it out of your house
Yeah.
and
That
run
is
a
the cool
Twitch
thing and
channel.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still fun kind of to be at like an actual
Yeah.
studio where they have turntables and or other equipment set up for you to play.
Yeah.
I think James Fusion still has a show at Middletown College, maybe Wednesday nights. He does like 10 to midnight or something like that. Like a lot of techno and stuff they make and whatever else, which
Huh.
is cool. And I know they still do a show at UConn, which I've been there, or in Hartford at Trinity.
Mhm.
Oh, Trinity too.
I think Anton Banks still might have a show there,
Whoa.
like a 2-hour slot or whatever, and he
That
plays like
name's
house and
mad
techno or
familiar.
whatever.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
And he's from what college he was broadcasting from?
Trinity?
Trinity in Hartford.
Tom Banks. That sounds so fucking familiar.
They got a nice ice rink in Trinity too. Just to be off topic, there's a sick league that they have a hockey league there.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah, men's league. Just
That's cool.
Just a little side quest on that. But
yeah,
I didn't know they even had a radio station there
They
too. That's
do.
cool.
yeah. I got to play there once or twice, and then I also Meatsock was the host at UConn for their radio station, and I got to play there.
His name was
Actually,
Meat Sock?
Yeah,
What the fuck does that mean?
it's like a analogy with like meat and a sock in society, or he could probably
Ah.
explain it better, I guess, or whatnot. But
Yeah.
he decided that was his name.
Thought
And
it
I was
like-
actually
kinda like
happy.
that.
I thought it was like an uncircumcised penis.
Yeah,
kinda
no,
joke. Oh,
a sock with meat.
Yeah. Surprise!
Damn.
Game's getting hard over there.
Yeah, that's why he's off camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and one day it was pretty awesome. He was visiting me, and he was like, "I have a bunch of vinyl in the back of my car," and I'm like, "All right, that's
Vinyl?
cool." Yeah,
Damn.
because he was ahead of the station, so a lot of either labels and or artists will send in promos so they could have him played on the station to get advertisement or whatever else, and they got so much of it that they had to get rid of it. So they were like, "You could throw it away, you could take it, do what you
You
want."
took it all?
Yeah, he took all the stuff they didn't need, the extra, and stored it at his mom's house, which a lot of people do. Until mom was like, "I'm sorry, either this goes in the trash or you take this away or
Oh, no.
whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was in his car, and I was like, we were talking about the record collection. He's like, "Do do you want to look through what I got or whatever? And I'm like, all right. And there was a bunch of gems. It was pretty cool. It probably took over 60 to 80 records out of it.
Damn.
But yeah.
So when you first started DJing,
Mm-hmm.
were you spinning vinyl?
No, at the time, I would be very basic with 2 portable CD players, which didn't have pitch on it, so you couldn't beat match anything,
Okay.
and a Radio Shack 2-channel basic mixer.
Wow.
So you would try to find somebody else's mix and try to find them at a similar BPM
Yeah.
so that you could kind of beat match it or fade it in a way that it transitioned in a smoother
To the
way or
next
whatnot.
song or the
Yeah.
next deck?
Yeah, basically the next deck or
Wow.
whatever. Which is the cool thing about that type of music. With a 4/4 beat, it seams together so that it sounds like one.
Damn, that's cool. Because I remember when Dave first started, you were in the CD era.
Yeah,
era.
I had the Denons, yeah.
Yeah, you had the Denons. What do you think, like, how it was when you first started DJing compared to like what you see DJs now doing sets, like technology wise, like the advancement?
There's a lot you could do more than you could do before.
Yeah,
Even if you were rewind to a turntable, because in order to repeat a specific loop or whatnot, you'd either have to pick the needle up and push it back to replay it or whatnot. Well, with current decks, you could just set up a loop and keep looping it in while playing another song and fading back and forth or whatever else.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'll be honest, initially I was anti that when it started going to that regard because I was trained on how to DJ on turntables where there's no sync.
yeah.
And that's
yeah.
the thing. With
I
DJs
never-
in this era, they can just hit a sync button
yeah,
and everybody's a DJ.
make the job a
You
little
know what?
less,
You're right. Yeah.
little easier. See, I never got into vinyl. Yeah,
No?
we started. I mean, when me and James were doing it, we were on MP3, so
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then obviously you got the Serato or Serato, however you pronounce it, but it's not as raw as like running records. Like I don't think I would just.
Well, they made the record Serato setups too.
They
Yeah.
do. I had it. I have Final Scratch 3,
Okay.
which is the ability that you have the 2 discs that you hook it up to like a box that hooks up to
Little
your computer controller or whatnot, and then it the music translates it into from a wave or MP3 into a vinyl format where you could put it on the record and live play it and whatever else while still playing digital music or
Does
whatnot.
they have like the popping like the vinyls got?
If the recorded track was with popping, then yes, it would have that or whatnot.
Dude, that's
But I bought it because it gave me the ability to go more current while still getting the analog feel where you're.
Yes. Yeah.
Plus, the thing about a vinyl DJ, when you used to play, if you're playing a multiple hour set, you needed to bring a lot of records with you.
Yeah.
And records are very heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of milk crates.
Milk crates
full.
just stacked up. You just flip it through them. Dude.
Yeah. Holy crap.
So that was another great advancement with when it went digital. You could just bring a book of CDs or just one pen drive or whatever else. So that is another huge advancement, I think, with DJing in this world.
Yeah. So what's your setup like now?
Well, I still have 2 Numark TTX ones, which was instead of going with Techniques, which was pretty much to this day the standard for
Yes, I remember those.
MK12s or a lot of the other models or whatnot. But yeah, the Techniques are the workhorse of vinyl DJs, I would say, to this
I
day.
remember Funkmaster Flex used to have the Technics. That's how I remembered it.
Oh,
'Cause,
really?
Yeah.
Were they the big ones?
It was like a big ass silver turntable.
Okay. Yeah. Had like the plastic wheel on
Big
top.
ass one. Yeah.
But I decided at the time, Numark released the first table that had digital in it. So instead of just being your pitch where you could see where your pitch was or whatnot, it had a circular display with a digital reading on it so you could see it differently that way.
Oh shit.
And it gave you faster BPMs than other turntables on the market or whatnot. So you could play older music and speed it up while playing newer music so that it would seem in a way that sounded like it's meant to be, or versus you playing 2 types
So
that.
when you fade it to the other side, it just kind of smoothly transitioned to.
Yeah,
the
it even has a tone lock on it, because the issue is if you change the BPM on something, say an older song from like the 50s, and you pitch it up, it would make a chipmunk sound kind of with the vocals on it. But
Yeah,
you could tune that down while changing the beat up so that it still
Oh,
works
sick.
in a way that it sounds like it's meant to be
Wow.
mixed together, which is pretty awesome or whatnot. But
Yeah, that's nice.
Dude, that sounds sick, dude. That's sick.
That's why it was just from like when I used to do it compared to now. It's just like now you see all these like setups too where the drum pad is like kind of part of one of the decks. So they're just running like I don't know every sound pad, and then I don't know. I've just seen DJs do like live performances, but like like building the beat on the fly.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how they do it, but it
Oh.
sounds good.
Well, I added into the studio the first digital Denon SC6000 Prime, I think. I might be a little bit off on the model or whatnot, but I liked it because it gave you 2 channels where you could play 2 tracks in one device.
Okay.
Well, normally you need to get 2 decks so that you could play one to the other, which you still could do with it. But since I already had multiple turntables, I wanted to be able to have one device that you could play two tracks in one device, which is pretty awesome.
Well,
and
like you
you're
have
saying,
one queued up?
yeah,
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So on the display, you have your 2 channels.
Right.
And it shows you your WAV file or whatever else, and then you have a way to select between A or B track, and
Okay.
then you would choose that, and then it does have your sync button, or you could manually adjust the pitch to beat match it or whatever else.
Does that eliminate the need for a mixer?
No, because you still need something that will send it to the speakers or whatnot. It just gives the mixer a way to receive 2 music channels from one device, as opposed to having 2 devices.
Yeah, I know. That's cool.
cool.
And then the mixer is needed to send that audio to your speakers so that you can get the audio out to everything else.
Because otherwise, you probably would have need 4 decks.
Yeah. Oh,
As
okay.
I smack the arm. Yeah, you'd probably need 4 decks instead of 2 if
plus,
you're gonna
yeah.
queue up 2 extra songs in the back.
And that's the thing too with
Right.
new DJs, what you're saying. Most of them on a professional level use 4. Well, when a DJ began, it was 2. You play A or B, and even with CDs.
Yeah.
But the thing with advancements now is you're not mixing one song to the next. You're taking loops, maybe just a vocal from one or just a drum loop from another. And then you're playing 2 songs that you're mixing while throwing in maybe just vocals.
There's a lot of layering. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
And then you could
pretty
start
cool.
fading one out, and then that vocal loop, you could then seam that into mixing into that song, while then throwing the next loop or whatever else so that it's more mixed and it's more.
So basically building another song with like 4 different songs. You're making your own spin to it.
Correct.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty sweet.
That's cool. I saw a lot of DJs do that. Like in my barbershop, they'll put this thing on the TV and they'll have people DJing, and there's like parts of one song, parts of another song, and now I see that's what they're doing to it. And I see like they're messing with stuff and just mixing stuff together.
I know. It looks pretty in depth. I feel like I'd get lost in all that.
You're like,
shit.
where did I start? Where
yeah,
do I end?
I don't even know.
Just watch a YouTube video
That's wild.
Yeah.
or read the manual.
Who reads manuals?
Exactly.
We figured it out on the
Nobody reads the
fly.
manual.
Press buttons until something works.
Like, yeah, I think this works.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you? So when you just started, what was the very first equipment you had? So I know you said that. So what was like your next advancement? So you had the makeshift CD players,
Which was the longest. And then from there, I finally saved up many, many years later to purchase turntables.
Mm.
Yeah. I got two Newmark TTX ones, and then I got,
So you stood with those ever since.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because they're still, I don't think they still produce them to this day. You could buy them still or whatnot, but they were like professional level, high torque turntables. Like, and that's a big thing if you're going to use turntables. Like, there's belt drive,
I was
Yep.
gonna say, isn't there belt drive and direct drive?
and then there's,
Or-
direct drive. Exactly right. Yeah. And the issue with the belt is that you're mixing, you're moving it back and forth. And when you do that, it may not keep to the speed. So then the beat that you have or the pitch that you have it to comes off. So you need something with a direct drive so that it has more torque, so that when you're trying to cue up, find that beat to mix into the beat that's already playing, it will come right into play, and there's no delay where the songs will come off, and then as a DJ you're struggling to get everything back together.
Damn, okay, yeah. See, I never
Wow,
really
that
knew
just-
it. Yeah, because that makes me think, like, with belt drive, is that belt also going to wear down over time?
Likely.
Because you're stopping when it's playing and you're spinning.
Yeah, I just
That
didn't
kinda
know if it
fine-
would, like, internally wear down the belt as as you're stopping or
yeah,
scratching.
repositioning it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sure it did, into the point where they made the direct drive,
Developed
maybe,
that.
where then that was just a record player that you wouldn't be mixing with, you'd just be playing your music, which wouldn't cause any issue with it, versus a DJ needed a direct drive so that you could be able to pitch it and beat match it and get it going so that it would come
See, I
together.
never knew that was the difference between the two. I always
Yeah.
it makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have pictures of your original setup?
Maybe
I kind of want.
I do have some of that. Probably I'd have to look into the getting
Yeah?
it, but yeah, I should.
Okay,
That'd be cool.
if you can find whatever you have, that'd be cool.
Did you used to do any like house parties?
Yeah. The first actual party I played at was at a house party, and it was a lake house,
Nice.
and the parents weren't there.
Yeah, of
Nice.
course.
All right.
And the crazy part about that was that it was across a lake that you can only access if you swam or had a rowboat. And the
Whoa.
only other access point was through a multiple hike through the woods without a trail. So we were taking the rowboats across to get to it.
With all your DJ shit on it.
Well, luckily for actually no, you're right. I did bring mixer and turn. Yes, we did carry equipment across.
Holy crap.
Damn. It's like you hold on to shit for dear life. I don't fall in the water.
Especially after saving up to so long to get that equipment. But
Yeah.
anyway, we made it across. We set up. It was fun. Later in the night, we actually saw a helicopter circling the area and learned that there was an escape pod from a local prison.
That's a what?
Did he come to the party?
You beat me.
We were actually all looking around and like,
Look
are
for the
you-
orange
like,
jumpsuit.
He just hear doom, doom, doom. He's like, I'm going there. I go back to prison
He's
after
gonna
this.
try to blend in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Though the funnier part about that was the police did arrive later because somebody did report they heard a lot of sound and whatever else from the house or whatnot.
Ah,
The issue for the police was they did not bring the boat across, and the police weren't going to swim, and they didn't want to go through the woods. So we kept on going until we were done. Later, probably early in the morning.
sounds like a hell of a party.
Dude, I know. That sounds like a sick party, dude.
It was a lot of fun.
Wow. So did you do any bars or clubs?
Yeah. I started at 2001 and 1999.
Dude, the
Damn.
Berlin Turnpike.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
yes, I do.
Yeah, I was senior year of high school, and I was with a friend, and I'm like, where are the girls? How do you find the girls? And go to the club.
Were you spinning trance?
I wasn't spinning at the time.
Oh.
That's actually where I was going. That was kind of how
Oh,
I got
okay.
into the idea of doing this and or going to the things or whatnot. But that's where I met DJ Etta, actually. And they were playing hip hop at the time because that was the big thing.
Okay.
But then they started playing some electronic Euro trance and or pop, like Alice DJ Better Off Alone,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
or Zombie Nation,
Yep.
Kerncraft 400,
Minecraft, yeah.
or Darude Sandstorm.
Yep, classic.
That was like peak, like
Classic.
late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember when that first came out.
Yeah, so I met the DJ that was playing there, DJ Etta or whatnot, and he was telling me that he didn't play that primarily in 2001 because it was usually hip hop. But he said I played an after hours club in Hartford, Club Insomnia, where we play that kind of
Dude,
music or
that's not-
whatnot.
Damn,
is
that's
that?
throwback.
Yeah, this is going back. Where was Insomnia?
Lewis
What was?
Street,
I don't know.
36 Lewis Street.
Lewis, where the hell's Lewis Street? That's not downtown.
So Main Street downtown, you're taking a left going towards the Capitol area, and it was on the right hand side.
Is that by the subway underneath?
It was actually on
There's a Subway? Or are you talking about the restaurant?
the subway was the Municipal Cafe.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the Muni.
Yeah, the subway
Yep.
was the Municipal Cafe. So yeah, so I went to it was actually at 2001 16 plus, and he said unfortunately Insomnia is an 18 plus club. So he told me about spin cycles on radio 104.1 FM. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
No.
They broadcast it live from the club, so that was a way to be able to
No
hear
way.
that type of music before I was able to go to the club when I turned 18.
I want to go back. When you said that 2001 was 16 plus.
Yeah, they
It normally
were.
wasn't.
But
But
I
that's,
they
think that
used
was
to
on a
do during the
certain night, though,
summertime.
right?
Yes, during the summertime they would do a night where they had 16 plus.
that's great. I remember all the 18 plus clubs.
Yeah.
They had the
There was
one
one
in
in,
Wallingford.
no, there was one in Massachusetts.
Yeah, Hippodrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mafia ran that
We
one.
went there one time.
So Hippodrome was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I think we went out there one time, and I don't think James could get in because his sneakers or his pants were too baggy.
They did
So
it.
how
I was
does-
probably wearing Tim's.
Yeah.
The Mafia didn't want that in their club.
They're like
Me and my black
"Nah."
ass.
So we went all the way up to Massachusetts just to have to be like, yeah, we can't get in.
I think I
Every
remember
joke.
one night they actually set up a boxing ring in the middle of it, and they had people come up and box in it. It was a pretty crazy night.
Because that was like a theater, a Hippodrome, right?
Uh-huh.
You ever you look
Kind of.
down.
Yeah, it had a dip to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The one time I was there, that's exactly what I remember it looking
Yeah.
like.
Like you're like in a giant arena,
Yeah.
at a club arena. So 2001.
Yeah,
I gotta
so
find where Lewis Street was because can't think where that is. But I know the Muni.
yeah, so the Wadsworth Athenaeum.
Yep.
It's basically the next light up. You would take a left, and it's I think down a block and a half on the right hand side.
Oh, so it was
It's
downtown.
right
Okay.
near the park in the center. Why am I blinking? Whatever with the carousel,
Bushnell.
Bushnell Park.
Yep.
Ah,
It's a
okay.
little bit up on the
That's
towards Main
cool.
Street side of Bushnell Park or whatever.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, I never did any anything in Hartford. No, we never got to that
No.
level. When you did your first bar, how nervous were you?
Well, it was the Muni actually was the first bar
Shit.
and the first place that I played at a club or whatnot.
Yeah.
Because after going to Insomnia nightclub, I started seeing flyers for clubs in Massachusetts, like Asylum or whatnot, and I found the place you could buy tickets was Spiritual Emporium,
Okay.
which was the record store where the Subways is now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and then that was a bar club that had a lower level too, where they used to do shows from the 80s, which was rock, and transitioned into a DJ club where they would have Friday nights and Saturday nights after hours clubs or
Yeah.
whatnot.
I never went, but I've
After
always.
hours.
Yeah, it was
What are we
under
talking
under
like?
this. You know that subway on Main? Is that Main Street?
Yes.
The subway on Main Street underground used to be a club there,
Really?
after hours club.
Well, and the bar was a restaurant too. It was in the Municipal Cafe,
Yep.
and you would be able to eat in there. So at night they would run a bar, and then there was a lower level where they had another DJ booth or whatnot, and then they had like water and juice. So 2 a.m. they closed the bar down, and then everybody would go downstairs and keep going to anywhere between 5 to 6 in the morning.
Damn, I was gonna say, what time did the after hours
That's the
close?
good old days right there, man.
Holy shit.
So Insomnia, sometimes we would leave between 8 and 10 in the morning, which is crazy. You get to the club at 11 o'clock at night, and it's dark out, and then you walk out in the morning and you're squinting and you see people in suits walking by, and you're like, oh boy.
People going to work, you're like, oh shit.
Why do you think that isn't a thing anymore?
I don't think it's a thing here.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure
no,
if they
yeah,
changed
yeah,
the
that's what I
law
mean, like, in
I can't
Connecticut.
remember.
Because it's like, that doesn't that go on in New York City where
Yeah.
people are going to the club like at 2 in the morning and then leaving at 6 a.m. or something like that? Like, how come? I wonder, like, what happened in Connecticut?
I think, though, on a federal level, I can't remember which of the presidents passed a law where if you promote a party and somebody gets caught, there's huge fines to the part where, as a promoter, you wonder, is it worth even throwing a party with the chance of
Something happening.
something happening? And
And
then,
then it's definitely not worth it if there's that high of a percentage. Of
Well, remember
getting caught.
Hartford, like downtown, it would just be like the busiest place. Like everybody went downtown. Like when I was working downtown, you would come
Oh, yeah.
down and all the clubs are open, all the
Yeah.
bars are open till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I
you know,
remember
came from
2 o'clock. Yeah.
New York and from Massachusetts, from Boston, I remember. Hartford was popping back in like 2000
Yeah.
to like 03.
Even
whatnot,
on
but-
probably till like 2008 or 9.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, because I worked there. I worked there since I was, what was I, 18 working there at Blue.
I feel like you
Almost
were
18.
able to drink at that time though, because I was underage when
You
I
were-
helped you.
Yeah, you were definitely underage, but I think I was 18. My buddy got me a job there, and it was work like college night, hip hop night, Latin night, and like you went out any night of the week and it was packed in Hartford.
Yeah.
You go now, it's a ghost town.
Yeah, though I think COVID too changed things as well.
Yeah,
You know, when
Changed
people had to
everything.
self-shelter or whatnot, and then when people came back out, they were kind of used to, I think, just being at home or whatever. Beyond that, I'm not sure or whatnot, but
I think that's why he would capitalize on like a Twitch show. So people are already home, like home drinking, hanging
Yeah.
out, and they put you on TV and just they jam out, put some lights in their house and shit,
Yeah.
host a party,
yeah,
and just have you there. Like, dude, you could do like a camera above, like you spinning, camera this
I would
way.
do 2 cam. Yeah, do at least
Yeah.
a 2 cam. Yeah, and actually, now that I think of it, you don't have to have a cool looking room. If you can get a green screen set up, you can just put up some trippy background, and then
Yeah.
it's you in front of that, and then the trance music playing.
yeah.
And some of the
Luckily,
lights.
have a cool backdrop in the room.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I've even seen your setup. I've been to your house probably, I don't know, half dozen times. I've never seen your setup.
yeah. No, I have lights and everything else, and the records and posters and all sorts of decoration or whatnot.
Did you ever see that equipment? It was some young kid from Europe that was like DJing out of his bedroom, but like he had some. I don't know if it was to like automate lasers, but it synced up with the music. So as he was playing, like, all these crazy visuals of like lasers going
That's
off,
cool.
and it was like lighting up his room. Yeah, it was really sweet.
Even some of the new LEDs too will bounce off the music.
lot
Oh,
of
that
them
too.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that's true.
I had headphones at one point that had that. It had 2 LEDs on either side.
Oh shit, that's
So
cool.
it would blink to the beat of the music or whatnot. And I did have a friend from New York give me, it's a squared panel and little 4 squares on it. And either you can have it go in different patterns and colors, or it will change to the beat of the music per the pitch and or whatnot. So
Oh,
it's really cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Was there any inspiration behind your name?
Motion.
Yeah.
And I feel
you
like
want the
that-
bodies moving?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and at the time, since I played records, that's in motion or whatnot, and then I figured I was in motion, so it was a bunch of motion.
Like, I'm moving, baby. Let's go.
And the funny thing, initially, because my name is Josh, I decided to spell it Moshun, but the issue was that everybody thought that was motion versus motion.
Oh,
Like a mosh pit, dude.
I was gonna say, yeah. Then you might have to start spinning metal instead.
Yeah.
So that's when I changed to motion, literal MOTION, because I was like, there's no confusion at how you pronounce this or whatnot.
Yeah.
Though I did put a line over the O so that it's a motion instead of motion, but
Yeah. Is that like a German? The line over the O? Or do you need the 2 dots?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think that the dots
Definitely
make a
German.
different
Oh.
sound maybe or whatnot
Yeah.
versus the straight line.
That's
or,
true.
But
Huh.
yeah.
DJ Josh Motion.
hmm
And then at what age did you start?
I want to say that I started DJing probably by the age of 20-ish,
20? Okay.
yeah. And then got my better setup probably with 23, and then just from there kept on enhancing and making it better and improving the equipment.
Where'd you buy your stuff from?
Well, the funny thing actually, where rewind time, I had said I met DJ Edit at 2001. Years later, he worked in New Haven at DJ World.
I don't remember
What's
any of that.
DJ World?
It was
bar?
a store that sold DJ
Oh.
equipment.
Really?
Dumb
Yeah,
question.
called DJ World or whatnot. And when I walked in there, he was the salesman that walked around the counter. I was like,
Oh.
wow.
I know you.
You started me watching DJs because at 2001, I used to walk by the booth and I was curious, like, how do they do this? How do they mix the music? And he was the first kind of mentor that was like,
I was
go-
just
go to
gonna
this
ask if
club
you
and-
had a mentor,
Yeah,
but you kind of just shadowed him and
Yeah.
like you.
This infatuate, like, I like this. I like all this.
yeah, I thought it was cool. You know, I enjoyed being a dancer, you know, a club goer or whatnot, but I was curious about how you got these people on the dance floor and made them dance or whatnot, which
Yeah.
I honestly think helps as a DJ. Because when a DJ, I think, begins as a DJ, I don't think they understand how things work the same as if you just go to a club to dance where you understand what you want or the crowd wants.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
crowd
reading the room.
Yeah.
How important is that? Because you can play stuff that you want to hear. You're not gonna get that reaction out of the crowd if you're playing the wrong songs. You
Yeah.
gotta look at the crowd, throw
You
out
know-
that one song. If they're reacting to that one song, keep going with that kind of vibe. But it's,
You know, I
think
see
it's
that with
important.
wedding DJs a lot, where they don't read the room. Like they'll be pumped up and they'll play some slow song, and it just everyone just
Dude, and
walks
then they
away.
walk away.
Yeah, it's like what? What are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm like,
you just killed the
You
vibe.
just killed it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that they have a playlist that they're just playing and they're just like this drinking it.
I think for the most part, and then they just request, boom. Instead of like taking that request and working it into the set, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not just gonna like immediately play Missy Elliott after I just ran Mariah Carey or
Yeah.
a slow song.
The only time I made a playlist was for weddings or stuff like that. Was like the dinner music.
Oh yeah.
I'd go on like LimeWire and look up like Sinatra mix. It's like 2 hours long,
And
I'd
then you
put-
just let it run.
Yeah.
You can walk around, do your thing.
And then people start getting up and moving around, and you start kind of up and
Yeah.
up in the tempo up a little bit.
especially after dinner, the roller coaster's got to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever
Did
do
you
any
do
weddings?
weddings?
Oh, Jinx. Jinx.
I
Take a
did-
sip.
I played once
Same
for
page, dude.
a bridal shower, which was a nightmare because the bride gave me a list of what they wanted to be played, and I'm playing this, and constantly all these women are coming up to me and saying, do you have this song? Do you want to play this song? And I'm like, I don't, but it's not on the list of songs that she wants to be
That
played.
she requested.
And of course they're like, but I have the CD in the car, and I'm like, it's great.
You're like, I don't know where to,
but-
I can't plug it in.
Not gonna.
I'm trying
Sorry.
to play what I'm told to play for this event or whatnot, but
Yeah. So imagine if you played that, then you upset the customer that hired you.
Yeah. That's the bad thing about lists, right? So you follow everything they have, but there's always like a handful that want something else. It's of course they do, because they're not the ones putting lists together. They're just a random
They're drunk and they're, I want to hear Barbie World or
Yeah,
some shit for
whatever,
Barbie Girl. Yeah.
so you gotta have like everything. So what I used to do was I would go on, I did a lot of hip hop stuff, especially for remember Rumson and these guys? We did the Halloween parties.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would go on
Those were
93.7 and they would post their list, their playlist. I'd go on it and then download all of it. So I had everything ready to go. So I knew what was out. And then
Yeah. What was that? The top 20 or top 50?
20, yeah.
Yeah.
So I made sure I had all that. Some of it like I never played, but I wanted, just in case they wanted it, it was there.
Mhm.
sure.
Definitely had to always have like the top 20s or top 50s.
Yeah.
'cause- Just to cycle through, because those are like the crowd pleasers, you
Yep.
know,
There's always those gems that you always have to have.
I agree with you.
staples.
For sure.
Yeah.
Classics.
Yeah. What would be like a staple in your opinion? Yeah, in your opinion. In that genre that you play. Like, what's like a throwback trance song? Or I mean, you said Darude Sandstorm, but is there anything else like that you love personally?
There's just so many of them. It's hard to like narrow it down to one. I mean, it's depending on the artist or whatnot. But I mean, Tiesto, Adagio for Strings, his mix was one of the
Adagio for
best.
Strings.
Tiesto is trance?
He's gone back to it. You know, he actually began as a trance DJ, and then he
Oh.
segued into house music or whatnot,
Yep.
which they said he sold out since he was originally trance mainly.
He sold
Fucking
out?
Sold
crap,
out
though.
to whatever
Sold
everybody
out,
wants to
yeah.
hear for that type of music or
Oh.
whatever.
I bet it was probably because of the.
That's what he said.
He was
Noriega.
probably seeing some more money though doing that.
Didn't
Maybe.
they tell Noriega that he sold out because he went like he did hip hop, then he went back to reggaeton when it was getting big?
I mean,
they
he was
went to
kind of
Noriega?
riding a wave.
Yeah, he's right.
Can you blame him for
No.
hopping on a trend just to make a couple?
But
of
full
bucks?
circle, Tiesto just left that type of music and restarted as trance with a whole new radio show again and tour and music and album and everything else.
Still the same kind of turnout,
Yeah.
or
No,
even bigger.
That's huge. He's still one of the biggest DJs on the planet.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then there's Armin van Buren, who has
I know that name.
Communication is another classic. and
That's a big.
many, many more that are out of this world. Or Ferry Corson, who was on his show as well as a resident. It's pretty
Wow.
amazing or whatnot. But
So what's trance like compared to like EDM?
well,
Is it the beat?
EDM
Is
is
it-
electrical dance music,
Yeah.
which in my opinion could even include hip hop or rap.
Okay.
It could
Okay.
be glitch, it could be dubstep, it could be anything that has a drum machine or something that's making it electronic versus acoustically playing instruments or whatnot.
Okay.
So it's EDM just like an overall
It's like a
anything
general
electronic.
term.
It's a general
Yeah.
term in my opinion.
All
'cause
right.
well, you think what EDM represents, it means electronic dance music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anything with a like
Anything
a drum
electronic
pad
that
in
you
it.
dance and has music in it would be basically, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess trance or these varying would be subgenres within that, which have different types of, I guess, elements, how they build them, or melodies, or
Do you ever dabble with any industrial music?
a little bit.
What
See,
are
I
your What are your
never-
thoughts?
I don't remember like what industrial means. Like
Because you didn't go to a goth night with me.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Eric did fucking industrial.
Yeah, my
music.
brother makes
You're
music.
right.
He does industrial
Okay,
EDM
that's cool.
stuff. and
Yeah.
it always seems like it's real. I want to say grungy, but I don't know if that's the right word. It's super kind of like dark.
It's more techie.
Yeah,
It seems like it's got a little grit to it.
grit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say that too. A little
A
steampunk.
little dark grit. Yeah. I don't know. It's like industrial didn't really like grab me.
No,
Mm,
I want to go to the goth night with you.
we should.
wanna go.
It's been over a year, right, since the time I went. But dude, if we go, I mean, it's fine. It just took me like 4 drinks to enjoy the music. Like, because I'm like, not only did I look out of place, I was just like, I don't know how to move to this
Yeah.
because it just wasn't like high energy music.
It's not like a techno where it's like got like a nice like boom.
Yeah,
it's not like
it,
that.
it was. I don't know. It was just it definitely had a bounce to it, but it was just like, how do you move the body to this?
You just couldn't feel
You
it.
just have to pick up on different beats. Like you said, you like drum and bass earlier.
Yeah.
That's one of the funniest things if you try to watch somebody dance to the BPM of drum and bass, which is usually 101,
80, right?
yeah, or faster sometimes.
What does it look like? A full blown
So you
body
basically-
seizure? Just a
Like a
convulsion?
No. So you're doing like half step basically. So every few beats, that's when you take the step so that you could still like
Ah,
rhythm with the music and make it flow, but not look like you're crazily trying to
Also,
seizure.
like slowing it down and you're picking it up.
Correct. You pick
okay.
up different like.
So I'm the seizure.
There's yeah.
You're all liquored up and I'm seizing out.
call an
Until they
ambulance.
train you. You just got to train you how to do it.
Yeah. That's why I like drum and bass, not drum and bass, dubstep, because at 140, so I'll look half as bad out there.
What about hard style?
Yeah,
You know anything about hard style? Because like I've recently just like started hearing some stuff, and it sounds pretty wild. I kind of like the general like sound of that genre, but I don't know.
What's the BPM on that?
It seems pretty fast.
probably 150, I would guess, or faster.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like when you see people hard style dancing, it's just like that. It looks like a Running Man, but they're doing like these like stomps.
Yep.
That's the best way I could describe it. But I think it's more of like a European thing.
Yeah, it's almost like hardcore, where you're just again taking a beat and a drum and just pounding it, basically, and
Okay.
throwing, like snares or hats or whatever else.
No real melody.
You could still with a lot of them,
Hmm.
or happy hardcore would be adding melodies and making it happy. Another type similar to, I guess, hard style or. But
I'm getting overloaded with just
Yeah.
genres of music I never even heard of before.
though the funny thing, learning to actually dance to that music, rewind back to 2001 when you're listening to hip hop rap. What's
Yeah.
the type of dance to that? You bump and grind.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go to after hours and you hear this faster type of music and they don't bump and grind, well, they may, but
You try to hang on.
they're just kind of throwing their arms around. You're like, what?
It's like Ryan Electric Bull.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Tighten the saddle.
Get some girl with a big butt. She's just smacking you around. You're like, oh shit.
I want to go to that club.
Yeah, right. Me too.
Maybe in Hartford.
Maybe. What does Hartford have anymore?
I don't know.
I don't think
I
that.
lost interest.
Yeah,
And like you said, most of these things close down by 2 or earlier.
earlier.
And then because what you don't like, it doesn't get popping until 11.
Yeah.
And then you close at 2. So it's kind of
2
short,
solid
but-
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, you got 2 hours to slam some drinks, have some fun. Then you're driving home. You're like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh shit.
So there's the Webster still. I saw they're doing an event in the near
Webster?
future. Yeah, EDM or whatnot. It's like a afternoon to evening type of thing. But
Oh shit.
yeah,
How
That'd be kinda
many
cool to
how
check
many
out.
artists are they gonna have there?
I think they listed 2 playing for the night.
2 for an all day event?
Not all day. I think
Oh.
it's like evening time to like 12 maybe.
Okay.
Like 8 to 12 or something like that. I don't know if it was maybe to 2 or whatnot, but
Never been to the Webster, but I
No.
took Google Maps and I looked at their parking lot and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I was like,
Isn't
I'm
it-
good.
Isn't it off Farmington Avenue?
Yeah.
It's like a weird road, and it's like, bam, it's right
and
there.
it's right next to not the greatest neighborhood.
Well, by a polo club on Farmington Avenue.
I know what you're talking about. but- I didn't know it was next to that, but
Yeah, I always
You
know
did.
it's like it's there, and you take a left, and it's like right there.
it's a gay club for all those that don't know.
Are we going there later?
funny, like, one time I went to one of their Halloween parties or whatnot, and I went with my sister, and that's a gay club. She was so excited that she wouldn't have to deal with any men coming after her. And the only straight guy in the club was elderly and coming after her.
he still found
It's like,
her.
only me?
Like, come on.
Definitely.
he found his catch of the day right
Yeah.
there.
He's like,
She ran
"Uh-huh."
away.
Yeah.
Did she? She's like, son of a. I come to a gay club to not be bothered, and a one straight dude finds
So I hear
me.
that's a technique where they go to try to pick up girls because they don't think that they're going to have any issue. And then there you have an in until she realizes it and then runs or says hello.
Dude,
Wait, so is he playing imposter the whole just
Yeah.
to get in?
playing possum.
Well, women go to these clubs because they feel that there's no issue there or whatnot.
But the straight guy though, like what's going through his head?
He knows that the women are there, I guess.
But they're not interested in guys.
But he's
right?
also willing
Well,
to take
no,
that
so
chance.
it's a men's gay club.
Yeah, it's a men's gay club.
So women go to these
Oh,
clubs.
she
so they
wasn't
could feel
gay? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she she just wanted to get away from men for the night.
Yeah,
Or not get
Like
hit
straight
on.
men
Yeah.
at the drunk.
Correct.
Rippers.
That was the goal or whatnot.
Did she wind up having sex with a gay guy that night?
No.
Damn. Okay. You never know.
You never know.
Never know.
Maybe she was just like, the old guy creeps me out, but
This dude sounds pretty cool.
he's pretty genuine.
So what do you do nowadays? So now you do a lot of recording at home.
Yeah, again, have to get into the recording. So I have a Vestex, like a condenser mic recording thing, and I hooked things up and I tried to record it from the record out on the mixer and had issues. So technical difficulties that I still have tried to troubleshoot but haven't overcome. And I'm sure if I just put the time into it, I could get over this and then get into a routine.
Got OBS installed on that PC?
What's OBS?
Open
Oh,
broadcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have to show you. Some
So that'd
tips.
be for you get set up in OBS and then you can live stream on Twitch and do some more audio troubleshooting
It doesn't end.
in
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably part of dealing with equipment. There's
Yeah.
always a chance something goes wrong and then figuring out how to overcome it.
Yep. Or
Yeah,
stuff's unplugged. I don't know.
But then, once you experience it, then you kind of know it's like, oh, then I got to change this setting or what. But
Yeah,
dude, you get that up and running, I think that'd be fun.
that'd be really cool. I'm have to find you after.
I was gonna
Like-
say, yeah, we'll look up his account.
Yeah.
Throw you a
Yeah, and
follow.
I could give you the Mixcloud and SoundCloud information too. So if anybody
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to look into that and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
we'll put that in the description.
put
That's
it
cool.
up.
aside from still trying to figure out the name for the new show, I kind of want to rename it or whatnot. And I've tried different names, but haven't come to a final decision on.
So you want it to be like Josh Motion presents.
Yeah, whatever radio
Something-
show with Josh Motion or whatnot.
How long would this show be? Like
Between 1 and 2 hours.
2 hours?
When I had my show at Central, it was a 2-hour show.
I
So
think 2 hours is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 hours.
that's
is
a good set. You can get a lot played in 2 hours.
You figure half an hour. I remember DJing half an hour. You're just still
That's the
getting warmed
warm-up.
Still warming up.
and that's the tough
Yeah.
part with the way that a lot of slots are now. They usually give you an hour slot, where a lot of DJs
That's
are used to
tough.
2+ hour slots or whatnot. So you could truly give a mix of what you want to play versus a
even
shorter mix.
hours is
Dude,
tight.
if you only give me an hour, you better come out swinging.
Yeah.
Swinging. Like, first track better be hard as fuck.
Do you remember when I was? Were you there at the bike party that I DJ'd? So I had
Yeah.
like
Bridgeport
no, and
or Stratford?
well, we gotta go back to that one. I forgot
Oh.
about that one. The one at Club Blue. So Club Blue hosted. I was in this bike club for a little while. These street bikes, and they had a traveling club that they went and promoted, and everyone went there. And my buddy Lonnie was the DJ, and I was like, dude, let me do like a 20-minute set, and I already had my set locked in, and it was one of what the hell's his name? One of the DJs from 93.7, Big Man. I think it might have been one of Craig G's or Big Man's set. And it was like all Southern rap, and that place went berserk. And I had such a blast
Do
with
you
that.
remember what you started with?
It might have started with Bia Bia,
Oh, perfect.
or yeah, little Trillville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I may start
Knock it,
right
you
this,
buck.
Yeah, just go right in
Yeah,
there, dude. Just get
That's hitting it hard with Bia Bia.
yeah.
Sheesh.
And I was just scratching and then slamming songs, bouncing back, and then I went to like some New York stuff, Southern stuff, but
Yeah.
it was great. It was a blast.
Well, that was
Awesome.
when like Southern music was hot at
Yeah.
the time. It was hot.
Yeah, Ludacris, anything Southern was popular.
Yeah. Damn. No, I think I don't think I went to that show.
You went to the Stratford one with me?
Yeah.
That was a weird one. Yeah, I actually had a picture that I found.
This guy, he was with me. I just found a fucking photograph.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I just found a photograph of me and this dude standing in front of a backdrop. James, I'm saying this dude. It's James and
From there?
from the party of the. I'm gonna find it at home,
Ooh.
and then we'll pop it up on screen because I guarantee it's me and James, and it's the most
We were
ridiculous.
in Bridgeport.
Picture. Yeah.
We were in Bridgeport.
I think I don't know if James is gonna remember this, but I swear to God, it had to be that party because
Because I was on a fold table. It was like one of those ones you bring outside for like a picnic.
yeah.
And I had my Denos, my mixer, and then I had these big ass. I don't even know where my speakers are not. Did I remember I had those real big ass Radio Shack
Yeah.
speakers?
Yeah.
Those things screamed.
Yeah, they were loud.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I remember I think me and James used that setup when we threw a house party for you for someone's birthday when you lived in Cambridge.
We did a bunch of parties.
We did
there.
like a house party. Yeah.
We did the one on Arch Street too.
Arch
New
Street,
Year's
I
Eve
remember.
party.
I remember that one. But
I don't know how to get. We had a little apartment on Columbia Street and Arch Street, New Britain, and we had this party where DJing. It was so loud.
oh, it had
No one ever caught the.
it had to
concept.
be.
That's
I
awesome.
know.
Yeah,
Nobody
it
did?
was loud as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I told my neighbors too.
Probably, I'm sure you gave upstairs a heads up.
Yeah, he's probably drunk anyway. He's dead now, but
Drunk with the cats.
yeah, he had a lot of cats, a lot of
Yeah.
stray cats. I was afraid to go in the house.
Ugh. I would be too, yeah.
All right, it's not about us.
That's one tough thing with DJing too, volume.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was at a wedding recently and the DJ was playing way too loud or whatnot, and I didn't have the AirPods that you could check the decibel level so that way it won't be too much for your ears or whatnot. But that is something that I notice when you go to clubs. DJs get into the music, so you keep raising the volume louder and
Yeah.
louder.
Yeah.
Or sometimes as a club, you got to put a tape on your max level so that you don't get too loud or damage the equipment or whatnot, or people's ears.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then you go home with some
you go
Ringing
home and get
First
that
the
ringing,
eardrum.
dude. I've had that ringing. It's like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you have any permanent ear damage from DJing over
Luckily
here?
not.
That's good.
He's like, what?
That's
But
good.
speaking of that, there was a movie many years ago that came out. It's All Gone, Pete Tong. And he was an international DJ that would constantly play at clubs and venues, but the music was so loud that he lost his hearing. And he still had the desire to DJ. So his workaround was he would put his bare feet on speakers, because with that type of music, there's a 4/4 beat, so you could beat match it together without
What the
hearing it or
hell?
whatnot.
Oh
and-
shit, that's
Yeah.
He's
cool.
the Daredevil of DJs.
Yeah.
What
That's
the-
true.
look it up.
Daredevil.
Actually, no. Daredevil's blind.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Not
kinda-
deaf.
but
Not deaf.
and the funny thing, I had a friend in Chicago that's a DJ as well, and he had a deaf person that lived in the building that came up to him in the mailroom and said, "I have a question for you." And he's like, "Sure, what's up?" He's like, "Why do you listen to the same song all day long?" And he laughed and he goes, I'm a DJ, and in order to mix the songs together, the beat have to be the same.
Yeah.
And since you only hear the beat, that's why it sounds like the same song all day long.
That's driving his neighbors nuts because
Yeah.
they think it's the same song on repeat.
Yeah. I can't hear it. It's the same shit all day long.
Mm.
What got you? So what got you into cooking?
What got me into cooking? Needing to eat, I guess, and I thought it was fun to make something and then actually enjoy what you get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you want to start like filming it and stuff, like making a channel, like?
Well, I have another YouTube channel called Life's Real, and I just kept on recording stuff. I watch a lot of cooking shows.
Okay.
I had a routine of anytime you eat dinner, you'd watch a cooking show.
Yeah.
And after watching so many of them, I'm like, I enjoy cooking, so why not try recording it?
Did you used to watch Iron Chef back in the day?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I liked Alton Brown. He was one of my
Okay.
favorite.
Yeah, I did like Alan. Yeah.
Still a cool guy.
He got into the more science-y. I remember when I started watching one episode, that always sticks in my head. He was going into like pancakes. I was like, dude, he's so in depth with just making a pancake.
It's like all
It
the
was just-
science. to
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was good to learn. Who the hell I used to like Bobby Flay a lot.
Definitely watch B. Bobby Flay.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
pretty awesome.
Who else? Did you have like a favorite chef?
Not necessarily. I mean, I definitely watch a lot of different ones, but just anything that tastes good. I mean, Alton was one of the big ones. Bobby Flay, I watch a lot of stuff that he did. But
What do you like for what kind of food do you like making the most?
I would probably pizza is one of my favorite ones.
Okay, I was gonna say, and then what dish? So you like Italian?
More pizza. I mean, I definitely
Yeah.
cook some other type of Italian, but pizza's the primary, I would say, of Italian. Otherwise, I'm big into like Mexican food
Mm.
and Asian food, like Thai or Chinese.
You can cook Thai?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
pad Thai and a few different dishes as well.
Okay. What's pad Thai? Is that with rice noodles?
It is.
Okay.
And I learned how to make lap. My family gave me the equipment how to cook it with sticky rice and
Lop?
like, yeah.
What's lop?
So it's like a meat salad kind of thing.
Oh,
So you cook sticky rice and then you put like
I love
a lot of
fucking
greens into
sticky
it or
rice.
whatnot, and then you cook up your meat with more greens and seasoning, and then you take lettuce and you roll it with your rice and the meat.
Oh,
like a-
okay. So it's like an egg roll almost,
Kinda, it's like a lettuce wrap kind
but
of thing
but in lettuce.
with the protein of your choice, and then with
That sounds
sticky
good.
rice. It is
That
pretty
sounds good.
amazing.
I'd eat that.
What is sticky rice?
Oh man, dude, the first time I had it, it blew my mind. Because it was a Vietnamese guy I used to work with. I think his name was Tao, and his mother had made it, and he brought it into work, and it was sticky rice with peanuts.
Mm.
But these peanuts were like steamed or boiled, so they weren't crunchy at all, but it had enough, not soft though, but it had like a bite to it, so it would like do it, and you just take a finger of the rice, grab a peanut, and you just eat it like that, and like the peanuts were slightly salted. Dude, it was so good, and like out of just like a 2-ingredient meal, like it was
Super simple.
ridiculous.
Yeah, sometimes
It was
simple is the
ridiculous.
best
Yeah.
versus overthinking a dish.
When you started filming, did you think of what you wanted to do first?
Yeah, well, my initial thought for the show was cooking with Josh and friends, and that it's you and a friend, and ideally it was going to be a different chef each episode potentially.
Oh shit.
You do have a nice
Okay.
kitchen though. I like that giant island in the middle there. I love
That's
that
actually
island.
not my kitchen. That's my friend
That's-
Andrew's kitchen.
Oh, I was looking. I'm like, I don't remember that kitchen, but that looks dope as hell.
Yeah, no. Aside from that, people were saying it's so hard to see from the way of the camera setup, thus needing more cameras or camera people so that you could actually have people move in and out or set things up so you have multiple views and
It's almost like the DJ setup. You'd have like a top view,
Mhm.
and then you have one kind of like a
side
distance
angle
wise.
view. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do sell kind of like it's higher quality webcams, but
Looking at Osmo.
I forget what company makes them, but you can even hook them up through Ethernet, and I don't think is it Live View, but they sell like a whole set, and you can get like a 3-camera bundle, but they'll be on like posts, and you could probably even like turn them with a remote and like zoom in and out. So if you knew you were going to like another scene, have that zoom that camera
Like a
in.
PTZ camera,
What's that?
point to zoom,
Kind of.
because you can turn them, you can move them,
Yeah,
and stuff like
it's just yeah. I mean, I'll have to if I can find them. I'll show you what the hell.
So I
I'm
also have
talking
a
about.
gimbal that you could, there's a mode where
Oh.
you could frame it on your face. So if you move back or forth without having a person, it will actually keep
Auto
the camera
track?
That's what
centered.
Paul
Yeah,
had.
auto
Oh,
track.
nice.
Paul brought that to Poland with us.
Oh,
Yeah, so
That's
it
cool.
would just follow you. It was
Yeah.
cool.
Though in my kitchen it's a lot smaller, so I don't have as much room as in the other kitchen. So I'm just basically wedged into a little corner. My second episode is in my kitchen or whatever. But so again, the premise initially was 3 meals: appetizer, entree, and dessert,
oh,
which I
alright.
did for episode 1.
Yep.
And then episode 2 was pizza that I made at home. And then
I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't.
How
you
long
did
are
it on
the
your phone.
episodes?
so initially I was watching Live with David Chang on Netflix, and I liked that premise of live. So my first show was live, and it was not very edited or whatever. I mean, not pre-planned. It was just like, this is the theory of the show, and let's just make it happen.
Yeah.
Which the first show I think was almost an hour and
Yeah, I think it was
9
over-
minutes or something like
yeah, a little over
that.
an hour.
To cook 3
But it was
courses?
cool because it was just like
Cooking
them.
takes a long time, longer than you think. In some
I was gonna
cases,
say, how
depending
the
on
hell did you get all
equipment.
that done in an hour?
Yeah, hours not
Crap.
a long time, but it's cool
Well-
because you're seeing like you're just seeing raw stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like see them sitting like, oh fuck, or like there's bullshit and reading the ingredients,
I
mixing
burnt
stuff.
the bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever heard of Wild Card Kitchen 2. That's another cooking show.
No.
Anyway, most of the challenges are 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
So on a pro level, you have to make a dish in 20. So times 3 would be about 60 minutes, 60 to 90 minutes, other than cook time and your equipment.
Yeah.
Because some say it's 400, but it doesn't get there. And so that's a big
No.
part of cooking and whatever else, I guess. But
What do you got planned for any new episodes?
well,
You
I
got
have
something?
I did another one, which I have to redo. It was shepherd's pie and cottage pie, which
Ooh,
is
what's a
dish.
cottage pie?
So the difference, though, some people say it works both ways. Cottage pie is with beef, and shepherd's pie is with lamb.
Okay. See, I've always just made my shepherd's pie with beef and just called it shepherd's pie.
Correct. That's what a lot of people do or whatnot.
'Cause
but-
I've never had lamb before, and let me just stick to ground beef.
Lamb is interesting. You gotta kind of. I won't have lamb because of lamb chop. So I won't eat it to this day.
I see.
Yep.
It's good in my.
But if I didn't
opinion. I'm a big
know,
fan.
I would eat it.
Yeah.
What about you? Never had rabbit before?
I've had rabbit.
Okay, you've also had deer.
Oh yeah, I love deer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, venison's good.
Mm-hmm.
So not every cute animal will turn you away.
Bambi's getting eaten.
Yeah, the one time I had rabbit, I was like, okay. I don't. It's not something I'd be like that got me excited.
It's not a lot to it.
Yeah. It's just like
Just gotta
little,
dress it up
just
with
a little
stuff.
different.
Well,
Yeah, it
that
was.
way when I had
mean,
guinea pig for the first time.
huh?
Guinea
Did
pig?
you? Were you in South America?
No, but I had a friend whose mother came up from South America, and in New Britain you can actually get frozen at Seatown.
I've
It's
heard
a
of
thing, I
that.
guess.
Really?
For
Yeah.
Peruvian people.
Seatown's got it. I kind of want to
Yeah.
see.
So how'd they prepare it though?
Bake it, I guess, with seasoning and whatever else.
Okay.
Not a lot of meats like rabbit, but
What would you? That'd be the closest animal you can describe it to compare,
yes and no.
or it's its own flavor.
It's kind of its own flavor, but it's similar to the gamey like
I would say
rabbit.
gamey.
Or
Yeah, I don't know if
Little
I'd.
bit.
I don't know if I'd.
and there's
try
not
it.
a lot of meat because they're not that big.
You ate the whole thing?
No, it was actually shared between the family.
Oh,
And the funny thing about that
One?
story, yeah, one. But we had many other
Yeah,
sides, as a
yeah.
lot of Latin families do or whatnot. But actually, it might have been 2. But they put the heads on the plates, and I wasn't watching, and I put a head on my plate. And when I looked down, I'm like, I don't really want to eat this.
squeak.
So somehow I was able to look over there at Superman
Yeah,
and put the head back onto the plate.
yeah.
But then I'm not looking the second time, and what do you think came back onto the plate?
The ass.
The head.
Here's the face. Here's the ass.
So the next piece I had, I looked, it was a leg.
Man, that thing must be incredibly bony, huh?
It is. And it's like I said, not a lot of meat, but it's a tradition, and I wanted to try it because they told me about it. She actually said growing up, they'd keep guinea pigs in the kitchen down in South America or whatnot.
Yeah.
And she says it was exciting amongst her siblings when it was your choice to choose which one you ate for dinner.
Wow.
Talk about not being attached to animals. Especially in the house, like, yeah, you petting little Jimmy. Like, oh, we're gonna kill you tonight.
Where do you think your chicken nuggets come from?
I don't eat chicken
From guinea pigs?
or people.
Chicken.
Oh, that's what Tyson Purdue are using.
Could be. I know McDonald's is
Forever.
using it.
So I don't get that where people can eat one animal but not another animal. Though I'm weird where I don't like organs that much, but I'll eat ostrich or kangaroo or camel.
Alligator?
Yeah,
Alligator's really
gator's good. Rattlesnake.
I don't know if I've had gator. Not too many swamp creatures yet. Well, you liked gator?
Yeah.
Was it
good.
fried?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fried is
had it
good.
in Florida a few times. It's kind of like chicken.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
It was like firm and rubbery, or was it like more like a fish?
No, it's a little firmer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of
Chew
like a
to it.
swordfish. Not as much as frog legs.
Yeah,
Never
see,
had frog legs.
I don't know.
You had frog legs?
No, not yet.
No.
I don't know, because I feel like that's even less meat.
Yeah.
What the
Ooh,
hell?
you're stuck on his leg.
Yeah, I mean, what the?
So what's more frustrating? Ever tried escargot?
Yes, it was in a puff
No.
pastry at a
Oh,
wedding.
Yeah, no.
Really?
Yeah.
I was in Versailles at the Palace at one of the restaurants on the grounds, and I ordered it, and I was so frustrated trying to take this little fork and get that out.
He just gave up.
I probably broke a few of them just to get it out, but I think I fought through for the cost I paid for the dish. But
Oh, did you like it?
yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
And they
see-
put a lot of butter on it, and butter makes everything taste better.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
especially lobster and stuff.
See, there was some like aroma or something like when I ate it. Like I said, it was in a puff pastry, so I was like, maybe this might be a little easier to try it instead of just eating a snail. And I don't know. Once I was like chewing on it, my whole mouth just felt like it was just like swampy, and I don't know. It wasn't for me though. I'd rather have like a clam.
Clams are good. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's
Like
yeah.
cherry stone.
Yeah.
Cherry
yeah,
stones are good.
Yeah.
What do you have? Quahogs? Is that the same as a cherry stone?
I think that's a clam. Yeah, pretty much.
I never had oysters though.
Oysters are great.
Oysters are all right. I like them with some.
Only issue is not getting the shell in it when you're and shucking them is a pain.
Is that
Opening
cutting
them
them
up.
open them?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you need to like get a little
Yeah, I have actually a little
fry thing in
scar
there?
right here from when it came out into my hand or whatnot. So what I order after the gloves, so that way I don't have that issue. But it's tough because you got to find the seam and then crack it open so that you could get the oyster out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like it with a little bit of cocktail sauce on it.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Little
lemon
spice in it?
cocktail sauce. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty good.
Does sound amazing.
Yeah.
You guys
a
like sushi?
guy?
Yeah.
I was gonna
Mhm.
say you a sushi guy. I never got to the raw stuff yet.
No. You gotta
Maybe
be careful where you
eventually.
go to get it.
Yeah.
Gotta be somewhere good.
There's a small place not too far from my house. It's like a little Japanese
Where?
up the street from my house towards Newington.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like I want to try it, but it being so expensive, it's like I don't want to order something and then not like it. I'd rather be like, if someone's like, "Hey, you want to try a piece?"
You kind of get like a little sampler.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you should try the Hungry Bowl on the Berlin Turnpike in Newington.
The Hungry Bowl.
Oh, is that new?
Yeah, so we go to Gobi,
Yeah.
Mongolian. So
Yep.
it's similar to the Mongolian, but they also have sushi and ramen there. And you can pay an additional price to get the sushi or the ramen to your table.
Where the hell's the Hungry Bowl?
Is
Is that the old TGI Friday?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, up
No,
on
I
the
still
left
like
there.
Gobi better.
where's
Gobi's
Gobi?
I like Gobi better.
Southington.
Oh.
It's on Queen
But
Street.
that
get
was
dessert.
barbecue.
Yeah, so you just choose your meats and proteins and everything, or your veg starches and everything else, and vegetables, and then they cook it for you. They bring it to your table though. You don't get to stand there and watch them.
Oh, I like watching them make it.
Yeah, it's kinda
cool.
fun.
I've been wanting to go to a Korean barbecue spot.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just pricey, dude.
It is.
There's a place.
It's
It's
just
just
like
pricey.
$20, $20, and
Some of
there's
them are
like
40
three different
bucks a
meats.
person.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, what do I gotta come in here with a freaking Benjamin just to get dinner?
There's a place in Manchester where they give you the food and you cook it yourself right in front
I
of
would
is.
do
That's
that.
Korean
I would
barbecue.
do that.
So I went with Ron. I
Where
went,
Manchester?
So Soul
Yeah.
Barbecue, I think it might be called. It's near the
Soul?
Wasserman's Mall.
That's the
Get
one
off-
I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went there and tried. You pay one price, and then unless you get extras, it's basically all you can eat. Similar, where they just keep bringing the meat to you, and then
You
you
cook it
keep
yourself?
cooking
Wait, it is all you can eat,
it. I think it is.
or is it like I thought it wasn't like $20 or something.
They
for
may
like
have different
a half a
packages for
pound?
what you get or whatnot, but whatever we got, they continuously bring it to you, and then they clean your cooking surface or
But you
whatnot.
liked it though.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Okay,
It's
I mean,
just, you need to come with an appetite in order, I think, to get your money's worth.
All right,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you feel like what you paid reflected what you ate?
Somewhat. I mean, because you're getting to try a lot of different things. Where you think about it, if you ordered each as its own dish,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
one fee for you getting multiple types of things. It could,
And
depending, seem worth the
and that
price.
restaurant gives you that little grill that you cook your own
Yeah,
stuff.
and they keep bringing it.
dude.
Like they have to clean it because the meat gets stuck to it. And
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you do any did you drink sake at all with that meal?
I didn't.
No.
No, I don't
You a
mind sake
sake
from time
guy?
to time. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, the last one I got on, did you ever have soju?
I may have tried that.
Yeah. Well, that's a Korean one and so good. It's like it's like $7. You go to CT Beverage Mart, you get a bottle like that, like peach, strawberry, white grape. It's good. And it's light. It's real easy to
It
drink.
was like a 35%.
I brought it here one time. I don't know if you had it. It was a couple episodes ago.
I would remember that.
James drank it all then.
Probably.
Yeah. That's what happened, actually.
That
Yeah,
night?
that's why I hear him laughing. That's because it must be true.
He's like, yeah, I did definitely drink all that.
Yeah. Yeah, but so I probably brought like a peach one that time, but no, strawberry. But dude, I was buying Japanese beer and then I was putting a shot of
Japanese
the soju in with the Japanese beer, and it just made the Japanese beer like that much better.
And
Like
Japanese
sake
beer
bomb.
is good as it is.
Yeah. I liked Asahi the best. That was my favorite. Just a regular silver can, black text.
In Disney, they have you go to like around the world in Epcot.
Yeah.
You have Japan.
Wait, what did they have? What did Japan have?
I couldn't even tell you. I just know it was fucking good.
Huh. I remember years ago when I went to last time I went to Disney, we were in Epcot and we were in France
Okay.
and they were serving Grey Goose drinks. They were frozen drinks.
Oh,
They had
shit.
two of them. There was one was a lemonade and then they had a an orange one, so like an orange slushy drink.
Wait,
and-
France had Grey Goose? I knew Grey Goose is French.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they even had that shit there.
I guess it's French. Yeah.
It is French. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's got a French flag on it. But dude, the orange one with Grand Marnier, it was fucking. Me and my buddy had like 3 of them before we went. It's a Small World on that
Oh,
on that
yeah.
ride.
It's gone now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, now it's a big world. No, and it's gone.
And then that one that went up the Silver Sphere in Epcot.
Oh, that one's trippy, dude.
Yeah, that's why we had an extra one before we went on the ride. But those drinks were so fucking good.
I didn't know. So we went to France, and I didn't think they even sold booze there. Now I'm like, I gotta find the slushies.
And it would make sense though, right? Isn't it French wine? Or...
Definitely wine.
Wine, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
beer,
It
but
was just it was like a little like hut kiosk thing at the end of a walkway.
That's why.
then
It
they
probably
sold-
wasn't on the main strip. It was probably
No. Yeah.
because Mexico they had like their one area. You go inside, you get like your margaritas and stuff,
Ooh.
and there's no Mexico doesn't have any beer. I didn't think they had beer,
They have beer.
but not in Disney.
Oh, I
They
see.
had just like the margaritas and stuff.
Got it.
They may have. I didn't see it, but everywhere else
I
has
love
beer.
margaritas.
I don't want to.
Margaritas
I don't want to
so
start
good.
mixing stuff.
No, yeah.
Just start redecorating places.
In the
too.
heat too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be drinking in the heat like that. Sugary drinks.
Oh.
So I laughed in France. I asked them for a stout, and the waiter was like, "What?" And I'm like, "A black beer." And he goes, "What?" And I'm like, "Why are you saying what?" He goes, "We don't drink that in France." I'm like, "What do you drink?" And they're like blonde beer, like lagers or whatever else. I'm like, "What's the darkest you got?" He's like, "Irish red." I'm like, "Okay, can I get that?"
It's bronze.
What would that compare to? The
Uh,
Irish red. I never heard of that.
yeah, it's like a in between like a ale or porter, I guess, and a porter. So it's like a
Like amber
brown-
color.
Dark amber color?
Like yeah,
Yeah.
You were in France?
yeah, in Paris.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Well, he
Yeah.
said Versailles Palace.
That was
Right.
another part of the trip or whatnot. But yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
I've
Paris
never
was
been. That sounds cool.
pretty cool for sure. Big
That's so-
city, lots of sights to see or whatnot.
That's funny. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. What beer? It's a little more embarrassing. Go to a country and you have.
Yeah, then I go over to Germany and I'm like, "Can I have any color of beer?" And they're like, "How much do you want? And which one do you want?" And I'm like, "It's so much more diverse."
Yeah.
versus The French people don't
They're
like
have
dark
a beer.
beer.
Yeah.
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 Just throw the thing at you. Here's a boot.
Yeah. Damn. So how long were you in Germany for?
A little over a week.
You didn't do the Oktoberfest like he did, huh?
No. I hear it's a lot of people there, so sometimes it's best not to go during Oktoberfest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it shoulder to shoulder in
Oh,
there,
it's
dude?
packed. It was
man,
absolutely
claustrophobia would be insane
Yeah, that's why you're
for
drunk.
me.
Yeah,
That's
but they
why
have a
you're
lot
drunk.
of beer
You just
houses
don't
over
get-
there, so you could still get a similar experience with
Actually,
large
you know
groups of
what?
people in family style or whatnot.
Actually
What
works
are you
just for
doing?
tonight.
He's stripping.
Yeah.
Change cameras.
Look at that. Yeah, that's the house we
That's
went
his
to.
There you go.
Oktoberfest
Hoffer House?
shirt.
Very cool. Yeah.
That was mother's shirt. Or no shirt. Who knows?
You stole it from a mother?
Oh, that's from the Hoffer House?
Oh.
That's the house that what we were talking about last time.
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
I
with
want,
Nick.
that's the shirt I wanted to wear. I didn't wear that one, but
You fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you go for vacation?
It was my honeymoon.
Oh, honeymoon, nice.
Yeah.
Go for Paris. Yeah, Paris is really nice. You go to the Eiffel Tower?
No, we were standing at the base of it, and there was like an hour and a half to 2 hour wait to get to it, and I was like,
I mean, what was it like just standing at the base of the, like,
pretty amazing. And at night,
Yeah.
it's even cooler because they have flashing lights that you're not supposed to film or record or whatnot. But it's a display every night. They do it multiple times throughout the night,
huh?
so it's like a light show they do on the Eiffel
Why
Tower.
can't you record it?
I don't know if the company that created the light has a copy patent to it or something like that. And I still recorded it. And
This sequence of
hopefully
my
won't be in
blinking
trouble, I
lights.
guess,
Josh
is
is like this.
copyright. Yeah.
Like over here.
That's where you just get the meta glasses now, and they'll
Yeah.
never know.
Sure,
Was there a restaurant up top there too?
there is.
What? On the top of the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, I think there is.
I'd go up there and just puke off the edge. dude.
Holy shit!
If they let you get to the edge.
Yeah. It's so big. You just don't think how big it is until you're like. I never even. One time I've been in France was in Paris was the airport,
Okay,
and that was a connecting flight.
it's a huge airport.
It is huge.
Could you see the Eiffel Tower from the airport?
No,
Oh,
can't see nothing. You're so
Downtown.
far away.
okay.
And that's when Crispy was walking, and he had no belt on because he said he doesn't want to have a belt through security, so his pants are falling down
Oh my god.
the whole time.
Why didn't he just wear like athletic shorts or pants?
So he wanted to, but we all made fun of him, saying we gotta wear jeans going through the airport because we're traveling. He's like, I want to wear basketball shorts. It was cold. But
Gotcha.
he had basketball shorts underneath, and I guess the lady in security in France was making fun of him because his pants are falling down. I was like, he's a stupid American.
But he doesn't have a belt.
No belt. And the whole time he's just like craning. I have a video. I should post it. in this.
Of him just pulling up his
He's
pants
pulling his pants.
constantly?
He's walking through the doors through security. He's pulling his pants up because he has no belt.
Get a shoestring or something to cinch up your pants.
Who knows, dude? I don't know. I don't understand him.
So he just didn't want to like constantly keep taking off his belt to pass through.
Yeah. So we all
What does it
had
take 10 seconds.
we all had global entry, so we had to go through most of the security lines, but he didn't. His never got approved, so he had to go through all of the security checkpoints.
Oh boy.
So that's what he was worried about.
What did they what did he have to do compared to you guys? What were the
different line.
global what was that? Global
Global entry.
Oh,
So
global
it's
entry.
it's basically it's TSA pre-check for international.
Okay.
So they have their own designated lines. Most of the time, it's faster.
Did you have to pay more for pre-check?
No, it's all included.
Oh.
So
So
you
why
pay-
the fuck didn't he want to do it?
he couldn't get approved.
Why?
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay. Okay. Whatever.
He's still fighting it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
France, huh? You said a week, 10 days there.
France was 7 days maybe, and then another 7 or 8 days in Germany, varying parts of Germany or whatever.
What a honeymoon, dude. That's got to be awesome.
It was. The food was amazing, and the sights were out of this world too, or whatnot. And
You guys drive everywhere? Or you take a train?
in France, took public transit just
Okay.
because you're in a major city, so it's easier to do that than try to find parking, whatever else. But in Germany, rented cars,
Nice.
and of course, everybody said you're gonna get pulled over. And what do you think happened?
You got pulled over?
Yeah. Yep.
Why'd you get pulled over?
So I was on the highway, and when renting the car, they were explaining to you how the different traffic signs are notating what speeds you can go to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And on your GPS, it usually will tell you the speed, and as you go to different areas, it will change the speed for you. But sometimes there's a delay.
Yeah.
So it might be a half a mile to a mile before it shows you the speed has changed faster or slower.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and they have some areas that you can go any speed you want.
Yeah, it's like 00, right? It's
I think it's 3 lines sideways. And if you see the 3 lines, it's unlimited speed.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Just stay the fuck out of the left lane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which they should do in this country too,
Yes.
or
They
whatnot.
do it for like a couple miles, and it goes back to like 65. It's like you got to pay attention to because they change all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going, and I'm up to 140, the max in the car out or whatever.
What were you driving?
A Mercedes.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Hell yeah, dude.
Mercedes or whatnot. So, but then I saw a police officer in the distance ahead of us, and you don't usually want to pass a police officer. So I decided to signal behind this police officer and slow down. And we went from 140 down to like 50 miles per hour. And I don't like driving slow. So then a Porsche rockets by us so fast that our cars rock, probably doing over 160 to 190 or whatever. So I signal into the left lane and accelerate back up to speed till I see flashing lights behind me. And in their country, they have a little thing that tells you words on the flashing light thing or whatnot, and it's in German. So I'm like, I can't read.
Can't read?
I don't know what to tell you. Like, and they change it, pull over, and they don't pull you over in Germany on the breakdown lane of the highway. They have little U offshoots or whatnot, so that way when they talk to you, it's safer. Nobody's gonna get hit or whatever else. And when they came up to the car, I'm like, did I do something wrong? And he says, "We will see." I'm like, oh great.
Vivo asked the questions.
Yeah, so he goes to his car and then he comes back and he's like, why did you slow down and then speed up? And I'm like, I told him with the GPS and I didn't want to pass a police officer. I'm like, why do you pull me over? Because it seemed that was a little suspicious. So he was like, everything checks out and have a good day.
Because you slowed down, you got pulled over.
Yeah, because he
That's wild.
he thought maybe I was trying to evade him or whatnot. But then I'm like, why would I pass you if I was? But anyway, I'm not trying to get into a long conversation.
Yeah.
Avita and whatever it is, bye.
Yeah.
So why the hell did then the Porsche kind of flew by the cop, right?
Yeah, he didn't. But because I slowed down and then sped up and went by him, that caused suspicion, I guess.
Okay.
Like
Maybe it was rental car plate too. Maybe the Porsche had a German plate and he saw a rental plate on my car, so he's like.
So when you crossed over countries, did you have to get that placard?
I didn't. We flew. We flew from
Okay.
Paris into France and then back to Paris and then back to home or whatnot. But
Did you fly into Munich
we flew into where did I fly into?
or Hamburg?
Hamburg.
Hamburg. Okay.
Hamburg.
Oh, so you went way up north.
Yep.
Nice.
And then we went out to like St. Peter-Ording, Lübeck, and then we finished the trip in Berlin for a couple days.
Damn.
Isn't Cologne near there?
I think it's near there.
You ever seen that Cologne Cathedral?
No.
I want to go back to just to see that. I'll find some video and send it to you. It's dope, dude. I've seen a bunch of those cathedrals and
Is it that nice Gothic architecture?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that shit.
yeah, it's cool. Prague had one of the coolest ones I've seen.
That's is that the one with that nice famous bridge that?
Yeah, it's a bridge you go over and then you go into it and it's just
Okay.
like, you're like this looking
That's
at it.
Prague. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
why
Prague is cool. Yeah,
I'm
it's
thinking
the
of, like,
Saint
Hungary, Prague.
Saint something's bridge.
Yeah.
And it has all these different things. And there's one of the statues that's like you make a wish next to it and you touch it and like supposed to grant you. But it's also the biggest pickpocketed bridge too. I found out afterwards. My friend's like, my brother lives there. Don't ever go on that bridge because they rob you. The whole time on my phone, like I didn't get robbed, but it's
good.
cool. Yeah. So it's actually shut down for cars. You can't actually drive on
Just
it.
a walking.
You walk, but the one next to it you can drive over.
I'd like to see Prague. Prague, Hungary.
Prague is cool. They give you a lot of warnings when you're there. So we took a bus. Like, oh, if you're gonna go, like remember I talking about exchanging money?
Yeah.
They're like, don't go here, don't go to these places. Go to like a bank or like an airport. Don't trust these little third party
Will
ones.
still shortchange you,
Oh yeah.
or just
Or rob you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. And there's like weed shops everywhere.
in Germany?
No, in Prague.
Oh, Prague.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How far is that from Amsterdam?
Far. Because
Yeah.
Amsterdam's on
I don't
top
know.
of
Coast.
so it's on top of it's in the Netherlands or above Germany to the left.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then Prague is down east. Yeah, it's in Slovakia.
Okay.
Or yeah, whatever you call it, Chechnya now they think refer to it as. Fuck.
Damn.
Amsterdam was awesome.
I'd love to.
You went
see
to
some
Amsterdam?
part-
Bachelor party.
Did you?
Oh, dude.
For how long?
3 days, which was way too short. But
I
it was
like
a
you said
blast.
that.
Like you knew there was other stuff you could have done or experienced.
Well, just for the cost, I was trying to have a bachelor party maybe in New York City at one of the most expensive strip clubs, and everybody was like, it's going to cost way too much. So then my best man was like, let's go on a trip to Europe.
Dude.
And
Dude,
it was
what a fucking bachelor party.
Ibiza,
Yeah.
or Amsterdam. And I was like, Amsterdam.
Dude, that
And
sounds
it
like
was
a
so much
riot.
fun. It was a blast. 3 days, but still, for travel time, you need to spend more time there, I
Yeah,
think.
it's like what, an 8-hour flight? Yeah.
It's an 8-hour flight just to get out there?
Yeah.
That don't sound as bad. Why am I thinking like stuff's like 16 hours?
No,
We're
I
heading to parts of Asia to go that
That's
long,
Asia?
usually, or
Okay.
Australia.
Australia's like 24 hours
Yeah, I don't know
away.
if I'd
And-
do that. I'm good. Australia.
Yeah. It's
I'm good
there.
with that outback.
I
Yeah.
still kind of want to go.
Do you?
Yeah, or New Zealand, I think would be a
That'd be
blast.
cool.
but you need to plan probably at least 7 to 10 days for the amount of time to get there.
Yeah, minimum, because you have like at least a day and a half of travel. You'd be shot. You're like, I'm a day behind. At least like in Europe, you're like 8 hours ahead.
We're in Europe.
Yeah, actually 8 hours ahead. So yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a couple of spots in Europe I'd like to see. Like definitely Amsterdam, I think would be fun. Did you ever see those? I don't know if when you went, but they have like the
Canals?
river boats, but you can like rent them as an Airbnb.
What?
Yeah, because
Oh,
there's
shit.
this travel vlogger I watch, and there was like an episode he did like a year or so ago. But yeah, he rented one out, and it was
sleep
just
on
like
it?
it was a big sleeper boat just sitting there in the canal, and he got off the boat and just walked about the city.
Damn, that's dope.
There's a
Yeah, it
lot
was
of people
cool.
that post on the side of the canals and live in them or whatnot.
Did you go to any hash bars?
Coffee shops?
Coffee shops? yeah, coffee shops. Yeah,
I might have checked out 1 or 2 while
yeah, you
being there.
partake. That's cool.
Red Light District.
I would do that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's actually where we stayed in the red light district or whatnot.
Oh wow.
that's window shopping on a whole
Yeah.
other level.
Though the funny thing is, the first place we were staying was downtown, and when we got there, the room wasn't ready. So we were so tired that we ended up trying to just rent another place. And when we go to check in at a hotel, he's like, "Do you guys have reservations?" And we're like, "Yeah, we rented a place." And he's like, "Why aren't you there?" And we're like, "We can't get through to them." And he's like, "How do you have a phone number?" And I was like, "I do." And he called and got the guy on the phone. I was dialing the area code wrong. And he's like,
Oh
"I'm
my
so sorry.
God.
We're going to move you to a different location across the town or whatnot." And we're like, "All right."
Yeah.
And we get there, fast forward to the night, we get out and we're like asking all the locals, "Where is the red light district?" And they're like, "Go a block that way and go a block this way and go a block that way." Fast forward a couple hours later, we're back in front of our place or whatnot, and it's dark out now. And we look up, and over all the houses left and right down the street, what was there? A red light.
Wow.
So we were right there. We just walked out
Yeah,
of different
holy
parts of
shit.
it, but
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, it was interesting.
I'm sure it was interesting to see. He's like, what's
For
the
sure.
flavor of the night?
I'd probably never leave that district.
Well, they have a blue light too down there.
That doesn't interest me.
They definitely
That doesn't interest me.
expanded their reach out there.
No, no, I'll stick to that.
Even Germany has they have not a red light district, but they have like brothels and stuff like that.
Interesting.
And it's all
Ooh.
legal.
Okay.
It's all
Hell
legal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never
That's
knew.
sick.
It's all controlled.
Tall German broad.
Yeah, I should beat you up. Speaking of tall German broad, so we were in Neuschwanstein. So you know the Disney Castle's based off of? It's that castle we went to.
Oh.
Yeah. The Disney Castle's based off the Neuschwanstein. Actually, go upstairs later. I'll show you on my refrigerator. That's the castle.
I didn't know that.
And so they had these horses and these little buggies that brought you up to the castle. Well, we had like this 6'4" German chick, dude. She was like jacked. I was like, is she gonna carry us up there? Like she was huge.
She's
was-
the one pulling the buggy.
I thought it was. I thought she was, dude. I go to my sister. I'm like, is she gonna pull us up the hill, dude? Like
Damn, she was
like
that
a
tall?
lumberjack, like no joke, like a giant.
Jesus,
Yeah. I was slightly turned on.
sounds like
gonna be honest.
Nordic bloodline.
Yeah. If she was in Sweden, maybe.
Yeah, some Viking. Jesus.
Yep.
Like 6 foot something
Yeah, she was big.
with no heels or.
No, she's putting on like boots and stuff like that.
Damn.
They're on horses all day.
Hmm.
So it's funny. He had this group of little Asian ladies, and they're all huddled. And she's like, she had a cigarette hanging out. She's like, "Come on, ladies!" Like yelling at them. They're all like sidestepping, going into her, like, "Let's go!" And she's like twice the size of them.
Dude, yeah, that would be fun. I didn't know. I did not know that Disney Castle was modeled after an actual German castle.
Yeah, Neuschwanstein. It was massive. Yeah, it's cool.
You got to show me that.
Yeah, it's upstairs. It's pretty.
A lot of
interesting.
cool castles in Europe.
Yeah.
Where would be the next destination you'd want to go in Europe?
That's a great question. Probably back to Germany. I
Huh?
enjoyed Germany enough that I wouldn't mind exploring a little bit more of it.
See, that's cool. You were up north. So we did Munich. We did obviously Neuschwanstein. We did Salzburg, which is that in Austria? I think that's in Germany too. It's right on the border.
Okay.
So we did the Alps. We did
Nice.
one of those. It's like a little train car, and it brings you all the way on top of one of the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Scary as hell.
How long is that ride?
It's like 2 minutes, but I feel like I'm gonna die the
Oh,
whole time
fuck.
because like you're going this way, and then it just pulls you straight up. and you're like, oh man, you
Dude,
see,
what the hell?
Yeah.
No.
you're seeing like the trees like just barely bottom of the train car. You're
Like
like,
a cable car? Like
yeah, it's a small one.
it's
It's
on
like
a wire?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I probably tried Nuremberg. I don't know if you about the
Nuremberg.
speed ring.
No, that was Nuremberg, but Nuremberg
That
sounds
would be,
familiar.
yeah, they have a speed ring
Is
there.
that
So
the
it's a public
racetrack?
road. It is one of
Okay.
the biggest of its type in the world or whatnot. And I think that would be pretty amazing to go
That'd be an experience.
rent a car and
Check that out.
have a lot
Some
of fun.
BMW just fucking sideswipe you as you're.
You always stay to the right.
Well,
If you're
did
going
Yeah.
slower.
you ever? So did you drive on an autobahn?
Yeah, Autobahn actually means highway
Oh,
in German or whatnot. So
oh, so it's not one highway that you can have.
it's just in certain straight areas. It's just so straight and the lanes are so wide that there's no need to just check yourself. And they are more responsible where they always stay to the right so that
Yeah.
if somebody wants to go faster, and no matter how fast you're going, if you see somebody behind you coming faster, you are polite enough to move over. And
It's not like here.
Yeah, no, where you just stay there and then go slower.
where you're in the fast lane and somebody purposely wants to slow you down and signal into the fast lane just to slow you down for
Yeah.
whatever reason they have.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, the autobahn. It's all the highways out there like that, which is cool.
That's awesome.
You get that free pass and you just go. But you gotta watch because it'll change. Because after like something comes up, the numbers will change. Like gotta slow down. It's all in kilometers, which seems like you're flying, but you're not. They're going 80 kilometers. You're going like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say 60.
yeah. But it's definitely a lot of fun. And you're driving on the same side of road too
Yeah.
here versus other parts of the country and our world.
Like
Oh,
UK.
you're on the right.
Yeah, England. Is Scotland on the left hand side too?
Not 100%. I wouldn't be surprised.
But the roads are like going through New York. They're super narrow. Garages super. Everything's super narrow.
In the city?
Everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all cobblestone
Well,
everywhere.
they're older construction, so
Yeah.
due to that factor, then
Like you see big Suburban driving around, but like I don't know how they're getting around.
Damn.
yeah, Jeremy Clarkson. I can't remember what he bought, but he bought some like huge vehicle, and he kept getting stuck in different areas because it was just too big to fit through.
Couldn't take the turn.
Dude, our garage in Munich, so it's like a hairpin turn, and it's like this wide. You're going down, and it's like tight everywhere. And it's like, we had a little car, thankfully, but man, I was close with that. I can imagine driving my truck. Forget it. I'll never
No.
make it.
Yeah.
It just so
He's
just
stuck on all those
Yeah.
quick little turns.
yeah. I like Munich. If you go to Munich, check that out.
Okay.
Because the Platz there is cool. It has like this giant church, and they have like the shows. It's like the old wood carvings. They come alive and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
every hour after like
What?
noon. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wood carvings. come
Yeah, they're like
alive?
huge. These huge things. They come out and it's on like
Puppet or something, or
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
that's cool.
and you put on shows like every hour, and people come and watch them. And
How
you
big are these things?
They're huge, but they're like way up top on top of these churches.
Oh.
Like churches are humongous.
So it's a cuckoo clock.
Kind of, and you have like they'll do like you have like 4 or 5 figures come out like they're like dancing and stuff, but they're like all the wood stuff, so it's all like hinges and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
On a church. That is wild.
yeah, and you can go up in the church too. You go up into spires. You go in an elevator. It's like 3 by 3 wide.
Okay.
You just go all the way to the top, and the whole thing's like shaking. You get up on top. I thought you were gonna puke. Like it's
You're walking on a staircase or climbing a ladder?
no, you're in an elevator.
Oh, elevator?
Yeah. The only time we did a staircase that was sketchy is we were at the Wawel Castle in Krakow. It's right in the city, and it's a gigantic castle. And you go up this spiral like this, go up and up and up, until you're on top of one of the outposts where did have like the guys with the archers were there. And then like there's a little cutout where you shit and it falls on the floor. I wanted to try it out, and you're
How
real
far
high.
does it fall?
Dude, you're high, dude. Think of a castle.
It's going.
Yeah, think of a castle and those spears with the cones on top.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
you were. That's high. That's a far shit. That'll probably kill somebody, dude. You know, a solid log come out of there.
Oh my God.
Mommy, what's that?
Oh, boom.
Piece of corn. Imagine dying on a piece of corn
Dude,
in the poop. Just
that's a
kills
crappy
you.
way to go.
Headshot.
That's the GTA sound. Or
The wasted.
the wasted.
Oh, dude, they're just shitting though. Man.
Yeah, you just crap out of these
Do
things.
what you gotta do, I guess.
Yeah, you just gotta go. Gotta crap out of them.
What year are we talking too?
Oh, good question. What was the Wawel Castle?
Fucking like 1400s.
Probably. Even probably in Hamburg, they had castles that were that old. That old. It's insane, dude.
I wonder how they like upkeep this stuff.
I think now that like
Especially
the
if it's all
city's owned
They
out.
have humidity. Yeah, like
Just
in Germany, I went
communities.
to Lübeck, and Lübeck is an old city. I don't know, 1600s ish range maybe. And because it's so old, you can't make any changes to the buildings without a council approving and or the materials and the builders, so
Yeah.
that they can keep the authenticity
Because
of
the historic site.
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
There's something, dude. You think that the U.S. is old, you see old stuff here, until you go there and you see stuff that's like from the 1400s. You're like, wow, this is
Hundreds of years older,
old.
I don't know,
thousands of years older.
Is there anything even in like America that's like
No, America's only what?
that
How old?
impressive?
200 years old?
How much?
200 years old?
Well,
Something like that?
250. There you go.
250? Yeah. That's not long at all.
No, yeah.
But you go places that are like 1,000 years old, 2,000 years old.
Definitely, it's a trip back down memory lane. I guess
Yeah.
it's cool to see how people lived in cobblestone roads and all those other times or whatnot. Gives you a different perspective on life and how things were lived, which is one thing I love about traveling. Trying to go and see how people live differently and
Yeah.
how they enjoy life. Or
I gotta experience that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild.
And yeah, just talking to James, like we gotta do something, because you guys went to Europe last year and
Yeah,
gotta
every
figure something out.
past 2 summers I've been to Europe and I'm like hooked. I want to go back so bad.
so there's so much in America that is amazing to see too, like
Yeah.
all the national parks, which are out of this world, and we still have a lot of historical sites too that are not as old but are pretty amazing to see or whatnot.
Which
But,
one?
Like,
Yellowstone's a good one too, right? Is that
yeah, that's a big
As
one.
weird as it is, I'd like to see Mount Rushmore.
yeah.
Grand
cool.
Canyon.
Grand
Yeah,
Canyon's
I'd
cool.
check
I've been
that
there.
out. I
You
would-
been there?
No, I would. Just
Yeah.
to see.
You gotta go to the Skywalk.
Yosemite.
You ever do the Skywalk at
I haven't been there.
Oh, you haven't?
Skywalk, where?
The Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
So you go into this building and then you walk out and it's like a mile down and it's all glass. And you just walk across this thing and it goes out like 30 feet and then it does like a
That's
horseshoe.
psycho.
It's psycho. I hated it.
And a lot of people
I-
get stuck and they have to get security to pick you up and bring you back
Why?
off
Because
of
they
it.
just
scared.
froze up in
Yeah.
fear.
Same thing in Chicago. I forgot. Trump Tower has a lookout thing, which is like maybe 10 feet out. And then
And that's on the
see
river.
that many tower. Yeah. And same thing. People freeze on it. They're like, I can do it until they're there and I can't move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's another thing too. What they call it? Something experience in Chicago where they put you into glass and they push you
They
forward.
tilt the glass.
Yeah. Nope.
I feel like I've seen that somewhere online.
No thanks.
Hell no.
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 Completely safe
Not good.
Yeah. Safe to who?
until.
Yeah. I don't want to be the until.
Dude, even I was watching this commercial came up for one of these cruise lines. And the thing was the cruise ship was massive. But it had this you're at the tippity top of the cruise ship and then you were like stepping on discs. Obviously you got like a harness, but like you're off. Like, so if you look down,
An ocean?
it's ocean. It's not even the boat. And you're stepping across these little things. And I'm like, not on vacation.
I don't want
Oh,
to die on
dude.
vacation.
Dude, hell no. I am not doing that. I was like, let me just go down a water slide.
Yeah. The water slide
I'm
was
not
cool.
going to walk on the edge of the boat, rely on some harness.
Last time we went to the Cultural and Science Museum in Warsaw. So from looking from the down, it's not that tall compared to all the buildings around. But you go up to the observatory, and you're in like a jet elevator, like the
Yeah.
Empire State Building.
Yeah.
So when it stopped and went forward, I blacked out and fell into Chris because
what
it
do you
messed
mean?
me up. Like my
You're
brain-
not going in an up and down direction?
No, it's up and down. It
Oh,
was-
wait. So you just lost blood to your brain that
Yeah.
fast?
I literally walked, saw nothing, fell into Chris. And I was
You didn't
getting
fall
over.
on the floor.
No, I was getting over
Lucky
being
he was
sick.
there in front of you.
He was. I grabbed him. I death gripped him. Dude.
Grabbed his ass.
It was. Yeah. He
Yeah,
had, he has,
death gripped his cheek.
but it was the weirdest thing. Like I was getting over being sick, which probably didn't help. But I remember just feeling like blood rushed from my head. I just
Damn.
went right into him.
Wow.
And then the whole time walking around, you're on like an angle, like going down out of the observatory.
Hmm.
So yeah, that took a lot too. But it was cool though.
Yeah.
But it goes down, and then you step on this thing, and you look over the edge.
No.
Yeah.
No, Heights and tight spaces, I'm not good with.
Yeah.
You can keep them.
So we went in this elevator, right? And it could fit like 15 people in this elevator. So they're cramming this thing. So Chris goes, it's like 25 people. We're all smashing it. The thing goes up. I go, oh. I said, why are we going up? So I was like, I thought we were high enough. And then it went back down. I did not have a good time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Something crazy like that. And so in northern Vermont, there's a resort called J Peak, and they have a tram that goes to the highest peak on J Peak.
Oh.
And the tram, I think, at max capacity can fit between 30 and 50 people, we'll say.
That's a lot.
And every time they fill it shoulder to shoulder full.
Yeah.
And you have glass windows that you see on a cable line to get to the top of the mountain. And the whole thing is rocking from side to side.
Yeah.
And when you get to the top from time to time, they won't even let you get into the tram house because if the wind is blowing too much, they don't want to hit a wall. So you might have to wait X amount of time till the wind stops so that then you could get your final
So
way
like a
in.
pendulum is
Inside
Oh
of...
my god.
Oh, so it brings you inside. That's how the one was.
Yeah, because the
Newsprint?
tram house at the top, so you start at the bottom and then it brings you up and then
Yeah.
potentially back
Were you
down or whatnot.
skiing that day?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, okay.
for sure.
Damn.
That's
Definitely.
cool.
But one of those experiences where we're talking about heights and moving around and
You're like, oh.
That'd make me nervous. Yeah, especially it's like and the anxiety of you being right at to where you were supposed to be, and then it's just like it's too.
Especially the
windy.
glass bottom. You look down, you're like, oh my
it's
god.
not a glass bottom, but like I
No?
said, you have glass windows all the way
okay.
around and you're high enough that you could see down and across the mountain or whatnot. But
Man,
I was next to Gunnar the whole time. Like, Gunnar, what are you watching? Can I watch it? Because I can't see around me.
dude.
All I see is mountainside.
Yeah, don't they say like look to the horizon? But no, that
There's no
doesn't help
horizon.
out.
Yeah.
That's it's not helping
especially if it's
me.
moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is not
You
helping.
start feeling like you're on a boat.
Oh man, boats. Yeah, boats used to get me sick
Yeah.
from the rocking, dude. It's not enjoyable, dude.
Yeah, that's why you got to go out in calm waters, I guess. That helps a little bit.
Or you drink a lot.
How many
Yeah.
years you been skiing for?
Since I was 17, I'm
Oh, okay.
44 now.
Yeah, last ski trip I did, I hit a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I pulled the Sonny Bono.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was real slow, but that's why I would never get off the bunny slopes because I was like, if I can't handle these things, there's no way I'm going any faster.
Oh my god.
Cause, yeah, and then you fall. I'm skiing by myself, dude. It was like some fluffy ass snow. Cause I went off so I obviously couldn't stop. So I went off the trail, and the snow's not packed down.
Yep.
Dude, it was such a pain in the ass.
He's like, I don't worry about any of that.
That was when
stuff.
I was in middle
Yeah,
school.
no, I mean, I my closest story to that, I don't know what level of skier you are at. Can you ski diamonds or double diamonds?
No, I only went twice in my whole life. Like I said, I never got off the bunny slopes, and
I never
it
ski
was-
at all.
it was just trying to stop and was challenging enough.
Yeah. It just takes a little practice in getting those
I
muscles
do wanna
tuned or
go.
whatnot.
I wanted to hit what do we got?
Powder Ridge?
Ski Sundown,
Ski Sundown?
Mount Southington,
not Southington,
Ski Sundown,
Powder
and
Ridge, like you said.
where's Powder Ridge?
And then Mohawk, I think, is also in Connecticut.
Mohawk Mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, where is that?
Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
I don't remember the...
Powder Ridge is on Milldale?
Yeah, I think so.
Then if you go out of state, it's Okemo.
Oh, you get a ton out of state in
Yeah.
Vermont and stuff like that.
See, that was because that was it. And back in middle school, that's where I went on the ski trips. They had like a little ski trip, and the first ski trip, we just get to the mountain, or we just arrived on the bus. Happy Gilmore was the movie that they were playing. Threw up all over the bus floor.
You did?
Oh yeah, threw up all over the floor. I'm like, nah.
From what?
I don't know. Probably being on the bus.
Yeah.
Like I said, I used to get motion sickness a lot as a kid. Even just car rides. It wasn't just it
You
wasn't
better
just,
now, or...
Yeah. Car rides I'm fine. Boats still get me if it's rocky, but I don't know. We got here, man. The whole floor.
We're
was
safe,
just-
but-
oh my god. I'm
Take
like
some Dramamine.
this is how we're starting. Yeah, I mean after that, then I'm like, okay, I get motion sickness, but so that's if I go on a boat now, I'll definitely take Dramamine. I'm not taking a chance.
Yeah. See, boats never bother me. The heights do.
Heights always get me.
Flying, stuff like that.
Flying, I'm okay with, because, I mean, it's just too high. What are you going to do?
And if you close the window, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
That's why I sit in the aisle seat.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anything outside. And usually I'm okay, but I don't know. I just get weird, dude.
Yeah, I'm
I
okay
like
on the window.
seat.
Do you?
I respect heights. I'm not afraid of them, but
Did you ever go
like-
skydiving?
no, I've thought about it, but haven't got myself to actually do it.
Why
And I
not?
wonder if I can. I don't know.
What's
So
holding
like,
you back?
I guess I can give you an example. I went cliff jumping, and it was like a 30-foot cliff.
Okay.
Many years ago, right? And I'm talking this big game, like I could do this like nothing or whatever, and then everybody goes, and it's my turn. And I run up to the ledge and then freeze,
Oh shit!
and then do this 3 or 4 times. So what they told me was I basically was on the edge and just like fell. It didn't jump off. I kind of just leaned until gravity took me over or whatnot. So-
Gravity won.
Here's the sketchy thing: is because sometimes when you're cliff jumping, like you have to jump out because
Yeah.
down might be rocks and a little less
You have to
shallow.
have that extra couple feet out. It's
yeah,
deeper.
it's sketchy.
So yeah, I mean, when you're going skydiving, though, you have to jump with somebody at least initially, so I
Yeah.
feel a little safer like that. But it's just being on the edge and going. I don't know if you've seen a lot of videos where the person's holding the side of the plane. They're like,
I jumped out of plane, so
No.
I did that for a job in the army, and that was my thing. We're by ourselves,
yeah.
and you just had to walk out.
So I saw a crazier one when the woman was fighting to get out. The guy finally pushes them out, and then the parachute gets stuck on part of the plane's leg
God.
until they cut it and they were able to fall down and use the other parachute or whatnot. But
I remember some video online. It was this old lady, right? And it was this old lady. And for her bucket list, she wanted to go skydiving. And she had an instructor on her back, but they jump out and she was falling through the whole pack.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You slipped out.
Yo, no, she didn't, but like was about to for like the whole free fall.
Hmm.
It's insane. But then here's the thing, and then now since you have to jump with somebody on your back, your whole life is in their hands, and
Yeah.
you're out of control completely.
Yeah.
You're not in a familiar place. You don't know how to control your free fall.
That's why we had static lines. So as soon as you jumped out, you just pulled the parachute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good thing, because I wasn't remembering to doing
But
that.
then how long were you floating in the air for? 20 minutes?
No, it's fast.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's
I don't-
you're like from air to ground in like 3 minutes.
Even with a parachute deployed.
Yeah.
Ah.
So you free fall for probably like 5 or 10 seconds,
Mhm.
and then once it opens up and like takes form, and then like you start slowing down.
sure.
But
What
still,
altitude?
you're at like 1,100 feet, 1,200 feet. So like you're not that high.
Okay.
So the plane like slows down to almost stalling, and then it kicks you all out, and then it punches it and takes off.
That's a small plane.
No, it's a C-130.
Oh.
That's a-
but
it's a-
they're just flying at a lower altitude.
Yep. So they slow down. So like if you jump out too fast, like it'll just kill
Hit
you.
the plane or something.
So a guy,
Wait.
we had a really windy day, and it was like, I think it was our Thursday or our last jump, and it was real windy, and they just wanted us to get done. So they were just pushing us out, and one guy, I remember hearing his head hit this back of the plane. You heard the tong.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had helmets on.
Mhm.
We heard the tong. I was like, oh shit, this dude hit the plane. I think that's why I don't like flying. It's
Yeah.
from that.
Traumatic memories.
Yeah. You hear a little bump, like, ooh.
Damn. And you said you rode in turbulence on your way back from Europe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you ever
Yeah.
get to ride in like a fighter jet kind of?
No.
That is something I would be
Yeah.
probably more interested in doing than even skydiving.
You
think
get a
you'd be able
passenger
to-
in that?
Yeah,
Like a
not
Blue
flying-
Angel?
Yeah.
You seen those guys that go in the Blue Angels?
Yeah, and then it pass out
That's-
from all the G's. Yeah.
They do. What's that maneuver where it goes almost like it drifts, and it's like the
that's
highest
sick.
G's, and the guy's like to see his eyes rolling back in his
Oh,
head.
shit.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of Tito Ortiz trying to fight that? He was in a plane.
No.
Oh, yeah, the way he gets knocked out from the G's. You should
They do a weird breathing thing to stay awake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Because they go, you see it like that, and it just pushes up like this, and you're like,
It's got to
"Oh."
be intense, though,
Yeah.
dude.
I just give up and pass out.
Oh, my God.
Be coming to, you're like,
Yeah, no. Dude.
So what's up in the future for the next cooking shows? Like, what are you trying to get out of all this? Is it just for fun? Is it
Just for fun. I mean, maybe a cookbook, since I'm trying to write recipes out of
Nice.
each thing, so you
Oh,
could maybe
shit.
put that together and make something happen or whatnot. But yeah, and again, the goal is to fuse with different people and get different. You know, my friend Andrew, you were asking about his kitchen.
Yep.
He has different methods. Like we made that shepherd's cottage pie, and he was saying I never made it the way you made it, and so we
Oh.
got to talk about ways they made it, and it's
Cookbook
amazing
would
how
be
you could take
cool.
one dish and make it so many different ways or
Yeah.
whatnot. But
Is the identity from the DJ to the cook, can those be merged to like one
one
show?
goal,
Is
I
there a
guess,
way?
in which we were talking about copyrights earlier, I do a little bit with production where you actually make the music instead of just mixing other people's music.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool to try to create music for background, I guess, on the cooking show.
For
so
the
that you
show?
can
Oh,
have
make
some
music for yourself.
Yeah.
in the background aside from having the rest of the show or whatnot. But
Do you have a drum machine?
I have a Trigger Finger, which is kind of like a drum machine, and I have Fruity Loops, which is a studio that has that kind of built into
Oh,
it
okay.
with other plugins. So I have a keyboard that has like drum pads and everything else
Oh,
in it
okay.
or whatnot.
More than enough. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
that's
just
sick.
Yeah.
You start making your own music and have it in the background.
yeah,
And basically have your own market on it.
I was gonna
sure.
say, while the food's cooking, go to your turntables, mix up a
dude,
song.
yeah, dude. As it's cooking,
That's why I
dude,
was asking if you could kind of like incorporate two of the ideas, make it one identity.
You got 20 minutes in the oven. He starts just banging out a
Yeah.
set, dude.
Yeah,
Just going
exactly.
nuts.
Exactly.
That's
Maybe you never
that's
know. I
cool.
mean, this is we're imagining right now things that could possibly happen. You just have to
Yeah.
figure out how to do it and then do
Right,
it. And that's the main thing, just doing it. Continue to
doing
do it. Getting more comfortable. I don't know about how you guys have felt now that you're doing this. When you started, were you a little nervous more so, or have you
I'm still
decided
nervous.
to? Yeah.
A little bit more
Still
stiff and
nervous.
rigid though.
Yeah.
When we first started, obviously because like, when's Dave ever in front of a camera? I don't even like looking in the mirror, so being in front of a camera,
Yeah.
it was also, I mean, but it didn't take that long.
No.
I don't know.
And
I
I think
don't know
the
if
more
you-
you do it, I'd figure you get more comfortable because it just becomes second nature to you, possibly.
Well, there's
or-
always it's always an anxiety buildup because it's always a fear of the unknown.
Well, we talked about this a couple episodes ago, right?
Yeah.
It was just more of like you don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't know, when you're here and it's happening, it just I don't know how you feel tonight, but everything seems to be coming out pretty damn natural.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nothing really seems forced,
I'm
and
glad to hear that. I've had a little anxiety or whatnot, but for the most
I
part,
think it's natural though, but I think that's I don't know.
I mean I feel like that's in a feeling, or because that's not an emotion, but a feeling that everybody would go through before.
I had it like 2 hours before we set. I was sitting on the couch. I'm like, man, I'm uncomfortable.
Because I
as
don't want
shit."
it, I don't want the show to feel like an interrogation.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then
Oh.
you'll feel nervous, or you might feel.
Well, one
kinda
thing I've
out of
noticed, I
place.
think it helps when you have more than one person, where you're not necessarily staring at the camera, or you're kind of just talking to somebody.
Oh, it's
It
not
feels a
just
little bit
you
more natural,
and the camera.
which is
Yeah.
what I've noticed with
Yeah.
especially the second cooking show. You know, I have one camera set up, and you're just looking at a camera and talking to a camera versus trying to feel like, you know, you're in a kitchen or
Yeah.
with friends and explaining things to them or whatnot.
It's
but-
tough when your focus is like you're just staring at that. Like that's if it's like this and you're doing it, it's easier because you almost forget that that's on you.
I
You don't
agree.
know if it's on you. Like
Mhm.
we can tell that's on us, but you know, it just feels more natural. Like hyper focusing. Like oh shit, am I on camera? Like then you forget what you're doing. You want to just
I got a question. If you were gonna make it edging with friends pizza,
Ooh,
what would be the toppings?
Oh, that's a great question.
I think we have something there. I think we
We're gonna do a fusion. You guys gonna come over and do a edging with friends pizza?
I'm
Dude.
down.
yeah
I'm for sure.
yeah.
I'd be
a
down
time.
for that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we
Maybe
have
we
the
should
stuff.
put some oysters on it.
Chuck them ourselves, dude.
Oyster pizza.
All stabbed up, dude. It's like-
Some fried oysters with some other stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, fried oysters. Never really had seafood on a pizza before.
No?
You know what, dude? You might be onto something with that.
Yeah. I love surf and turf, so we could try to add maybe some type of turf as well to it or whatnot.
What land animal would pair up well with a oyster?
Guinea pig.
I'm not eating guinea pig. Yeah, I'm not eating guinea pig.
Oyster.
I'll
I
start
think
squeaking.
bison might be all right.
Ooh,
I never had bison.
Bison? That's good.
Is that lean?
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, okay.
basically like beef but leaner.
Flavor similar?
It is similar. A little bit more gamey, kind of like venison.
I keep well, your brother always talks about elk, but yeah, I don't know. I'm eventually one of these days I'm gonna get a little package of ground beef bison and make
Bison's
a burger or
banging,
something
dude.
like that.
Bison's good.
So if I'm cooking bison now, it's a leaner cut of meat. How do you got to worry about it drying out now? Because like, is the cooking time going to be shorter since you have like less
Depends on your
fat to
preference
render?
too. I mean, I personally prefer medium rare on a burger.
On a burger?
Yeah. Well, there's prefer it medium to medium well or well done, depending on.
Should you cook a bison or
I
like?
mean, and there's things you could add, like Worcestershire sauce or
Yeah.
whatever into that, so you can add some like seasonings or whatnot, like a soy sauce into it, or different types of things that would then add a little bit of a moisture. And
Oh,
you could
the
steam it. I
hydration.
don't know if you ever tried steaming. Like a steam burger is pretty
Steam burger?
amazing.
Not really. Not really.
That's pretty good.
There was it's in
it
Meriden, right?
Ted's?
Ted's, yeah.
See, I don't know. Like, you been there?
Yeah, I have.
The meat wasn't too bland.
No,
Do they season their beef?
I think they do.
Oh, okay.
And then
okay.
they steam with the mozzarella cheese on top, so it like melts down.
Oh, it's on
like,
top. It's not inside.
No, I think it's on top.
Oh. Hey man, maybe I'll have to. James, you ever been there?
I have, yeah. I work right around the corner.
You liked it?
For steam burgers,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
Hmm.
I'm not a big fan of steam burgers, but
Yeah, because they say there's this one place in New Haven, the oldest burger joint.
I was so disappointed.
But dude, you look at it and it's
Really
just like
disappointed.
it's 2 pieces of toasted bread in a fucking burger.
And it's basically white basic bread that you
Yeah,
use.
yeah. And I'm
And
like,
they
there's
barely
no way I'm
season it.
driving 45 minutes for this.
And they will not let you put condiments on it.
No
because
thanks.
they feel it's just the flavor. So no.
Oh, I've heard about that
No
place. They almost
ketchup.
get mad at you if you want
Yeah,
condiments. Yeah.
I've cooked burgers like that for myself at home, but it's because I don't
I'm
have
poor.
any other ingredients.
Because
Y'all.
I'm
So
poor.
all I had was bread and ground beef.
I think that was the only Yelp review I wrote about them, and it was like a paragraph because I got a parking meter. It was packed. I waited like 45 minutes.
For a
Then they
burger?
Said, yeah. Then they said still I had to wait longer, so I had to go put more money in the meter. And I
Jeez.
came back. Then they were giving orders to people that had ordered after me. So I called them on it. And then when I finally got it, it was just meh. It wasn't that.
All the
I
hype
figured
was
through
gone?
all that hype and driving down to New Haven that it would be this.
See, that's why I probably also like, then you got the pizza joints down there too.
Yeah.
But then I passed by one time while I was working, and I was just like, just the parking situation. I don't even want to fuck with. I don't know. Or you gotta
What's the, yeah,
call ahead 4 hours just to get a fucking pizza.
What's
Dude,
the big,
whatever.
What's the pizzas down there? Pepe's?
Sally's,
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 Pepe's,
yeah.
Modern, Roses.
And they're all probably jam packed.
Which I'm still waiting. I don't know if you saw. They have the sign up for Sally's Pizza on the Berlin Turnpike, but it's
Really?
still not open. They opened the one in the Westlands Mall, but they didn't open the one on the Berlin Turnpike yet. And they're saying they want to have the right staff. And I'm like, how long are you gonna have this building to hire the staff or whatever?
Where on the pike is that gonna be?
It's between Best Buy and where.
Oh,
the
down
Arby's-
there.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the same
that's in
side as
that
Best
new
Buy. The
Ritchie
new
area.
Plaza. Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to make shit look upscale on the pike.
It's like we all know what the Berlin Turnpike used to be.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a long way,
porn
though.
stores.
Prostitutes.
Yo,
They still
there's-
got the Grantmore.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
still
I
there.
can't
You
believe
still could
that's
rent it by
there.
the hour.
I can't believe that is there.
I'm
Still.
gonna go there and nap for an hour.
That's
my
next
friend.
to Walmart, right?
It is.
Yeah.
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 I can't believe that motel.
I'm amazed as
I,
well.
yeah.
Because they've been open for a long, probably over 40, 50
It was in
years.
rough shape when I was in my 20s.
And
I
it
think
probably
I might
still
have
is.
once.
Probably still in rough shape.
God.
Then you have the ones at the end of the turnpike on Weathersfield. The ones on the right hand side, those are all super sketch too.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
There was a couple of them like redid the face of it, and I'm like, what are they trying to attract a younger crowd? Like, I don't even
What
get
is
it.
their crowd?
I don't know.
Well, all the new apartments they're building there are almost more than a mortgage on a house.
Seriously.
They claim they're luxury, so I don't know.
Oh,
how
by
much
Best
luxury.
Buy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
no,
like 2 or 3
it's
different
insane.
things. that
With
are
the ones in
opening up over
Newington
there.
on the right up on
Some
the
in
hill.
Berlin too. They're opening up right on the border or across.
They're trying to live it up. They're almost like
There's already too much people living in this area, dude. And they're like cramming even more. Like, you go down the street from that Best Buy spot, there's another huge building that they like right where like Cube Smart is. If you go to the back way to Stu Leonard's,
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, dude, but no garages.
it's like
But I'm sure
garden style places.
I'm
That's
sure
what's
they're
out here,
nice on
too.
the inside, but it's just trying to I guess, the more upscale attract maybe people from Weathersfield or that
Who
got
knows?
money. I don't know.
No, we have a small state, so maybe some like insurance workers in Hartford, instead of being in the city, can transmit right down the Berlin Turnpike down into there or whatever
True.
else. Or
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in the city though.
They do them out
New
here.
Britain too,
New Britain's got some
right in the
expensive-
center. They're doing this big ass new apartment complex, and it's not. They're like the upscale style
Yeah.
apartments.
It's like, how you gonna get someone to rent
But it's
it?
like who's gonna pay the money to live in a shithole? Like,
Yeah.
dude, no, I wouldn't recommend it.
Unless you have your own private garage that you can park down. Like
No,
I'm
there
not
are
I'm
no.
not parking in the
No.
street.
It's probably a parking garage if you're lucky.
Yeah.
No, dude, I can't spend. How are you gonna spend $2,500 on just like a
You can't even get a mortgage
A little-
$2,500 anymore.
really?
No.
Well, how big of a house? That sounds like a $300,000 house.
Our friend just bought a house in Southington for $400,000. It's probably 1,500 square feet.
It's twice the size of my house.
Yeah. It's nice.
How many bedrooms though?
3 bedrooms. It's a cute house, nice little basement, but 10 years ago that house was $180,000.
Yeah,
200
yeah,
grand.
probably.
No,
Yeah, probably closer
The
to
market's
200.
definitely a
'Cause
solid.
I'm
market.
sure your house is probably through the roof too in Plain.
Over 140, 150,000. They appraise it higher than when I bought it
Whoa.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're on Route 10, right?
Yeah.
I think I drive. If I take the back way home, I'll drive right by your house. I see it. I'm like, oh, there's Josh's house.
Yet on social media, I have a thing for like apartments going up for rent, and there was like a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and it was like $1,850 a month, and I'm like, my mortgage is less than that for a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like
I don't know how people survive.
I don't know either, dude. I don't know.
But be grateful for what we have, I guess.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, yeah. Or we bought it. How long ago did you buy your house?
Probably like almost 12, 13.
Oh shit. Okay. You had it for
You
a
bought,
while.
you bought it good then. You bought it when it was expensive for our
Well, that's when it was the low. You know,
Actually,
the
you
APRs
know what's
were low.
crazy? You say that number, and now that I'm thinking about it, I bought mine in 2017.
You bought yours before COVID. Right, like same. I bought this place before COVID.
So it's like in another year, so I'll have my house for 10 years.
Time flies.
Doesn't even make sense. Yeah,
No.
no, it doesn't, because it feels like it's been 5 years.
yeah.
But now that I think about it, it was 2017. Damn. Yeah.
I think COVID messed time up.
It changed society, I think, too, how we interact and everything else. And
Yeah.
go out to eat in restaurants. Some
Changed
restaurants want more takeout, and like,
Well, their experiment worked.
Yeah, the experiment worked.
For sure. Oh, yeah, it did. Changed
still here.
everybody. Changed everybody.
What else you got for Josh?
I'm trying to think. We went over a little bit with the food.
I like to cook and chill with
Dude,
us on there.
yes, I need to well, yeah, so if you give us the links and stuff,
Yep.
we'll
Okay.
put
Post
that
those
up
up.
on the
Will do.
screen. I definitely
Appreciate
want to
that.
check that out. If we can when you get it set up, if we could do a little collab video, I'm definitely down if you want to do like a EWF
Yeah.
theme
Yeah, I'm
or
down.
anything. Or
Well, we
even
can
if
make a
it's-
pizza, which is a quick, easy thing.
Dude,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
I want to play the tables, dude. I want to go back. I haven't mixed in. God, I don't know the last time I even went on turntables were.
I got digital and/or
Yeah.
record. So if you want to come mess around, we could have a
Yeah,
fun
when,
night.
when we get off here, we'll give you some pointers on setting up OBS, and we'll show you on there and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, and then when it's live, let Dave know, and then yeah, dude, because if you start spinning music, well,
I like that idea.
I
Like,
wanna
one
tune
night a
in.
week, dude.
yeah,
Just
I
jam
want to hear,
out.
I haven't really heard much trance music, so I'd rather see you spin it than like me
Yeah.
just trying to like look up some random songs.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert Miles,
Mhm.
is he trance?
Yeah,
Oh,
Children
okay.
was one of his biggest songs. He actually passed away.
Children.
Yep.
I love that song, man.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Robert
passed
Miles.
away
Children.
6 to 8 years ago, I want to guesstimate-ish, but yeah, he was a legend.
Okay. All right. So I just wanted to say if like that was trance, I like that. Robert Miles, you got to listen to Robert Miles Children. It's an old song, but
Really?
fire.
That's why I'm listening to him because all the stuff that I want to hear is probably what he's gonna play.
Well, and the cool thing about this type of music, it's timeless. You know,
Yeah.
it's funny when you play a song and somebody comes up to you and they're like, "Oh my God, when did that come out?" And you're like 10 years ago, and they're like, "No, it didn't." And you're like, "There's the record with the copyright."
That's cool. I just want to see the record collection.
I know it's got to be impressive. I wanted a small little like just a record player from my house and just get a couple of like stuff from like, the Frank Sinatra, the Dean Martin, a couple of those. And then I wanted Suicide Boys on vinyl too, but
Are they on vinyl?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the last dude when they just had the album before that this one came out with this year, it was at Target.
Target?
They were selling a Suicide Boys vinyl at Target, and I really wanted to pick it up. They probably still have it there. I just never got my ass out to Target to check it.
Oh, that's
But I was
pretty
like,
good.
I wanted to get a couple of like rap albums on vinyl, and then just get one of those little like gramophone looking record players.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's what I wanted in my living
like the
room.
kid in that movie Mafia where he's scratching the thing.
yeah, exactly.
That's one thing I love though about vinyl music versus digital. It's more of a immersive experience when you actually shop for the music and find the music. You know, I guess on a computer you're just scrolling through and clicking play. Well, on a record store you're pulling out records, so you have hard digital media and pictures on it.
Yeah.
And then you're taking the time to actually put the record and the needle down. And it's exciting when you actually hear a melody or a riff or a drum loop that wows you, and then you're like,
Let me sample
there's
it.
so many of them versus just sitting clicking on. But then that could drive people crazy because depending how big the store is, you go through 100 records and you might find 10 out of 100, or so it takes a lot of time. But if you're into music and that kind of thing, it's fun experience.
Yeah, there was another cool one. It was like a special edition one from Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
The soundtrack.
Yep.
So inside of the vinyl is blood.
Oh shit.
It's red blood. Yeah, and I'm like, I want that, dude.
That's cool.
Just to have like the original Mortal Kombat soundtrack, and like as it's rotating, you see the liquid inside.
Oh
That's
shit.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, just as a collector's thing. I don't know. I thought it was like cool that there's actually a functional vinyl with liquid inside of it.
You make me want to get a record player, dude. Just like that with the little horn on, dude, and just be
Yeah.
jamming out the stuff,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know, because it's also kind of like you hear that crackle, and it's like it's kind of got like a warmth to it that
Yeah.
you don't get from MP3s.
Kind of like
It's
I
just
don't
like a
know.
different listening experience.
One of them I have that you would probably love, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Ooh,
When the movie came out, it's a double feature or whatnot, and it has a big booklet like pictures from the movie or whatnot.
really?
Yeah, but the cooler part they wanted to do was break technology. And in Star Wars, you have holograms. So
Mhm.
they hired a company that laser etched the records. One has the Millennium Falcon, and the other one has an X-Fighter.
No shit.
And if you turn the lights off in your room and hold like a light over it, it actually makes a color 3D hologram
Yo,
Yo, no kidding,
spinning.
dude.
And depending how you move it, it will make it come in or out, or which is something I've wanted to make a video without having Lucasfilms, come after me. But I think that'd be
that's
kind of cool to
cool.
show.
Dude,
That's
you gotta look
sick.
that up. I never heard of that.
No, I'm now I definitely want to
So
buy one.
it's the angle of how you hold a flashlight. It makes
Yeah,
it look like a
yeah.
hologram.
So on the center part of the record, they actually laser etch in a way so that as it spins and you hold a light over it, the light reflects off the etchings and then creates what it looks like a hologram or whatnot.
That
A
is
3D hologram
shit.
above the record, actually.
That's sick.
That's
dude.
wild.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
And that was Force Awakens, you said?
I believe so.
Okay.
Force Awakens. Yeah.
Is that one of the newer films?
Episode 8? Yeah.
Yep.
7? Sorry.
7? I could never.
That's
If
7.
it's new trilogy,
yeah,
I can't remember that.
I don't know why I keep thinking Force Awakens is 8 for some reason. But it's 7. Yeah. 7, 8. Yeah, because 8,
7, 8,
8
9.
was technically just a waste because it was just a space chase in a casino thing. It wasn't that great.
Save it for May.
Yep. Yeah, we're
Save the Star Wars talk for May.
Brian knows yelling because James and I will start once anything Star Wars gets brought up.
I
Can't
Him and
stop-
I just
you
can't
fucking-
stop.
You can't stop them now.
You can't stop.
That's why I
us.
directed it starting at you.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
as you can see.
grab
I thought maybe.
Yeah,
getting a cattle prod.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
get-
and James is easily to like I can trigger him into talking Star Wars anytime.
Now I see you got some Lego here. How much more Lego do you have?
I'll show I'll show you my masterpiece upstairs.
I
before
know
we
it's
go.
too bad that can't be on display.
It won't fit, dude.
But no, yeah.
Well, that's
Just-
something else for your listeners out there. I love collecting Lego from people that want to get rid of it.
Oh,
I had a
Oh.
bunch of friends give me probably 20,000 Lego pieces from multiple families that their kids don't use them. They're throwing them away. They're like, I'm going to trash them or you can
What?
have them.
I was like earlier this week, some guy at work was just talking about how he used to work for Lego. So he didn't build this stuff. He just bought sets for years.
Mhm.
And then he showed me just like pictures of black totes all filled with fucking Legos. Like if a Harry Potter thing's coming out, he cops it. If a Snoopy thing, he's like, I gotta cop it. He'll get all those little weird things and then he just waits, but he's got so much crap, even like Matchbox cars.
Yep.
But going back to like Legos is so much fun, and like
Yeah, these are good little
like
humps are cool.
whether you like you build them or you keep them as an investment.
And that's one
They're
thing I
awesome.
bought. They have a stop motion studio from Lego that you can purchase
What?
or whatnot.
Oh,
So
shit.
aside from building, like that's a new thing that I want to try maybe doing, though it takes forever to do stop motion. But yeah, stop motion with Lego.
Because it's just
Oh.
frame.
Is that like the old claymation? Is it like that?
Well, so it's like move the arm, picture, move the arm, picture.
Oh,
move
it's
the
how they
arm,
shot
picture.
Hawk.
So it'd
So
be
then
similar
now,
to, like,
as
Night
you
Before
got
Christmas.
30
Yeah.
frames, that's your motion of
Is that like how they shot the AT-ATs in Hoth, right? They
Essentially.
did it one by one.
essentially with little models. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then you have to set up all your cameras and have the lighting the same and everything else in order to.
I didn't know Legos had a stop motion thing.
No, I didn't know either.
Yeah.
So what is it, like a set that you
Well,
buy?
they have. So there's an app for free you download,
Oh.
and then it has a few things that you could hold the piece up where you could have like a green screen so you don't see it, so it was in the air moving as it was flying or whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's got a few other things that you could build things in a way to make it look professional, like
Yeah.
while being from a home studio.
Do you see those smart bricks they came out with now?
Yeah.
What's that about?
So it has.
Legos are now battery powered?
It's not battery powered. It's more interactive.
Oh.
So when a person plays with, say, a car or whatnot, and you move it around, you'd make sounds like vroom, vroom, or whatever else. So now you put the Lego brick in it, and if you move the car forward, it might make a forward sound. Or if you back it up, it might go beep, beep, beep. Or if you have a plane, if you lift it up, it'll start going. Or if you move it, it'll make different sounds or
What the
whatnot.
hell? Do you have to program that smart
No,
brick?
it's all built into it. So each
There's a
type of
speaker?
piece, like there's another one with a cop and robber. So when you put the cop in the police car, then it makes a siren sound or whatnot. And if
Yeah.
the robber's in it, it makes a different sound or what. So it's
Legos really engineered some shit.
a way so
Ah.
that now when you play with your Lego, it's more interactive, where you can
Oh.
actually, instead of
Instead of your
imagining sounds
imagination?
or whatever else, it actually will. And when you move it, it will be live making the sounds. If it was a helicopter going left or
That
right,
is
or
wild.
That's
so
cool.
it's bringing a whole new interactive way of playing with
I've seen
your
a little
Lego.
commercial and I'm like, why is that Lego glowing? And what the hell does it even mean to be a smart brick?
I was looking at Lego for some of the new Star Wars stuff, and I saw that. I'm like, it's a whole like genre inside Lego for that.
Huge thing with
Yeah.
Star Wars to start. Yeah, it's one of the biggest ones they're working with the smart brick.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here just trying to put a lighting kit on it.
Yeah, the other thing is it adds up. Like, I'm a big Pokemon guy, and I don't know if you saw Lego just released
yeah.
a few different
Wait,
Pokemon.
they got Lego
Yeah.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Like the characters?
Yeah,
Hunter
so
was telling me about it,
Eevee,
yeah.
Pikachu, and then they have Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. But
Yeah.
that one is $649.
How big is the Bulbasaur? You said a Bulbasaur?
It's a
or
3-in-1,
Venusaur?
so it's got a base that's about this big around,
Yeah.
and then they're built on like little stands. It's got each of the two, and then the one in the middle or whatever.
Wow. I would love that Pokemon one though. That would be cool. I did not know they did that because the last time I saw when I was really interested, they had motorcycles, then they had the retro Japanese cars. I'm like, dude, these are nice. Then they had like Lego bonsai tree.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
like,
all-
dude, these
Lego
are
botanicals.
beautiful.
That's a
Yeah.
big thing now.
Yeah, I
Like
like
big
that.
plants, a little building, a little miniature. Like,
I got a little piranha plant from Nintendo.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa, see, that's fun. I like.
I don't have to water it. I guess dust it, but no watering.
Yeah. Dust it once every few months.
So that is something I plan to add more botanical Lego into my home, just because it
That's
adds a
cool.
cool little
Yeah.
background or whatnot, and
It's a conversation starter.
mhm.
Yeah, I like them. They're nice to look at.
Yeah.
and you don't have to have a green thumb.
No, 'cause
Mhm.
I can't
You
kill
don't
it.
have to
'cause
worry about it dying.
They can't kill it because
Yeah.
you know what? You put me on. I may have to get one of those for here and put the Lego plant.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. Because this thing's just hanging on for dear life.
I don't know what the hell kind of plant that
Dude,
is.
I don't know. My friend
Feel
gave
like
it to
that
me.
looks like that one that like squirted the spores on the alien planet.
Oh, maybe it is.
Like it was, I forgot what was that, Prometheus or
Prometheus.
Covenant?
Yeah.
This guy was like messing with this stupid little flower and it just coughed in its face.
Yeah. Oh, then it gave him the thing, right?
Yeah,
Turned to a
yeah.
xenomorph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start bleeding black out of your eyes.
Oh. Prometheus was a great movie though.
I liked them.
Yeah.
I still gotta finish Romulus.
Yeah. Watch Alien Earth.
Dude, I gotta hide to see if he can get me back into your Disney account.
Yeah.
I gotta watch all that shit.
Did you see the
This
new
dude was
Badland?
just tell.
No.
What's that?
Badland?
That's on my list.
Predator?
Is that the movie?
Predator
the
one.
most
yeah.
recent one?
Yeah, I think James was just talking to me about that yesterday when we were at the gym. But did you like it?
I did.
See, I want to watch it.
Danny saw it.
Danny loved it, but I don't
Yeah.
know how can we
Trust Danny.
engage his advice.
Yeah. He didn't watch Alien Earth yet, but
I
told him
enjoyed
why.
that too.
did you watch that one?
Mhm.
That was amazing.
That's the newest one, right? The
Yeah.
series. The annoying part for me is we have a bull picture where in a store I work at or whatnot, and in the movie there was the sheep or whatever, and they put the alien into the eye.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah,
No
yeah.
spoilers.
Oh,
No
sorry.
spoilers.
That's not giving you too much, I
That's-
guess.
that's what-
And in this artist rendition of the bull, this eye is perfect, but the other eye looks like the alien. So every
Whoa.
time I walk by it, I'm like,
How many episodes? Because there's only
7 to
one
8, I
season.
think.
Yeah, one season.
And they've renewed for a second already. They
Oh,
said.
it's so good. dude.
Hour-long episodes.
Somewhere around that. Yeah.
All right, because
Worth it.
I gotta finish
It explains
Fallout before I go over there.
it explains the whole story of Alien.
What year is it?
It's
In the past or the future?
future.
So
No, it's
we're
in the future,
talking
right? Yeah.
I think so.
So a lot of stuff has already happened, and it's before. It's before. I think it's after. I think.
Well,
it's
what kind of companies are in that? Is Wayland Yutani in there?
Yep.
All right, so that's semi-future.
Will and Utani are both in it. So,
So-
they're both the two big.
You think it's like post Sigourney Weaver?
I'm trying to think. Dude, you know what? Yeah, you got me because I had the whole timeline figured out.
Yeah, we could look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I gotta watch that too. I love the Alien stuff. I love the Predator movies. They're so good. Even the shittiest Predator movie, I still enjoyed.
It's
Didn't
cool.
matter.
He's like one in LA.
They're
or
all
something.
you can all like appreciate. Oh shit, Predator 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny Glover's fighting the Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still great. It's
Yeah, it was actually cool because then I think in that one you saw like the inside of their
The ship.
spaceship. It showed his trophy room, and then you saw like all the different species, and then that was like the first little teaser that like Alien was in the same universe because you saw the xenomorph skull hanging
yeah,
on his.
because he hunted them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was sick.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're
Yeah.
good, huh?
Yeah, man. Thanks for
Alright.
coming down.
Thanks for
Thanks
coming
for
on,
having me.
dude.
Appreciate it.
Good talk.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
And then we'll definitely stay in touch for a future collab.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I look forward.
That'll be fun.
Fuck yeah.
Very
Cool, man.
cool.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.